Where are my headphones? Okay, let's see if this works. I don't know what just happened. Maybe nobody came in. I couldn't see anything on my phone. So I came upstairs. We'll see if anybody comes in here. Maybe it's just been too long. Maybe everybody hates me. Maybe it is what it is. All right, you know what? I'm just going to put my headphones in. All right, now I see a number. At least I know there's 5 people. Fuck! Why could I still not hear myself on these stupid headphones? If anybody's in here, could you let me know if you hear me? I don't know what the hell's going on here. I wonder if these headphones just finally gave out. Am I even going through the microphone? That would be probably something to look into. Hold on a second. Hey, Pugs, you could hear me? I don't know what the hell's going on here. These crappy headphones aren't working. Maybe I'll just try unplugging them and then plugging them back in. Hello, sorry. I went live. I started a live, but it was on my phone and I couldn't see anything. It was really weird. So I just deleted that one and I restarted and I still can't hear myself. I don't know what the fuck's going on. They definitely restarted my computer since the last time. So, it could be that my computer is old as dirt and it just isn't working anymore. That could be the case too. I might as well just take the headphones out. Or it could be that my fucking headphones from, American Airlines, no, Delta. I think they're Delta. They might just not be working, or I don't know. I don't know what else the problem could be. But anyway, how is everybody? I'm doing well. I'm just freezing. It's so fucking cold here. I don't know about near you guys, but it is fucking cold. I don't know. I don't have much to talk about except I'm like, dude, 2026 already. We're not even how many days into the fucking year already? Where are we at? Let's see. 12th. We're on the 12th day of the fucking year. And it has been crazy already. It's been just crazy. I've heard not only obvious news, about people here, but some bad news about, somebody from my personal life. And then you got this shooting that just happened the other day. That was just fucking crazy. I don't know, I don't know how you guys feel about it. And it just kind of feels like everywhere you go, every way you turn, it's just negative. It's just bad news. I was reading a friend's post yesterday on Facebook and I was like, man, I couldn't have said this better myself. I don't know about you guys. And then this might sound a little conspiratorial. So forgive me because you guys know I'm not into conspiracies. But it almost feels like it's being done on purpose at this point to further divide the country, these things. It's just it's fucking crazy. I mean, people are just fighting. And I feel like people I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day. Is it the internet? Is it the fact that we could constantly share our opinions? You know what I'm saying? Where, 30 years ago, your opinions kind of just, were mostly kept to yourself, right? We didn't have a sounding board. We couldn't just go on the internet and, say how we felt. You could share with your friends and family. But I'm I've noticed, even online, I've been trying to just stay off Facebook because I'm oh my God, I'm losing respect for people that I care about, in my real life. And I really try hard not to discuss political things on Facebook because the people that are on Facebook are friends, family, coworkers, ex-coworkers, my bosses, my old bosses I'm friends with, I don't want to put my political views out there because I feel on Facebook, because I feel it just, I don't know. I feel it's just not good. I was always told you really shouldn't discuss, politics and certain things, religion and certain things, but obviously people are going to discuss it. And I feel it's an important time to discuss these things, unfortunately. But I don't even, this whole shooting thing that happened the other day, it's not about politics. It's not about left and right. It's not about who you follow and who you don't follow. In a sense it is, right? Because I mean, dude, I know what I fucking saw in those videos, okay? I know what the fuck I saw. And I saw all the videos that they have, all the different angles that they had. And to me, the most important video, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about this, Renee Good, this person that was basically, hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm just like on a rant and I'm not paying attention, but I see all you guys coming in. There's like a few angles. To me, the most important one is the one, well, there's two, okay? They released the video that the cop himself took, right? This guy that shot this woman, this ICE agent, okay? And then there's another video where you're kind of looking at her side, right? The driver's side of the truck. And I feel like that video, probably more than any, to me, is the most important video because when you watch it and you slow it down, okay, and you really look at what's happening there, she goes to put her car in, I think she might have put it in reverse at first and then realized, like, put it in drive. And you could see the officer, the agent, I don't even know what to call these guys, right? The agent, he's reaching for his gun before she puts the car in drive. And to me, that's like crucial right there, okay? He pulls his gun out right as, so he, in my head, he didn't know that he was going to be hit. He already had the thought to put his hand on his gun and pull his gun out before she even put the car in drive, right? You see, look, it's so split. People are like, she was trying to leave. I don't think she was trying to run him over. And here's why. And maybe I could pull up the video footage. I'm not going to be able to hear it, unfortunately. But, okay. If you watch his video, he walks around the car. She has her hands on the steering wheel. I'm assuming the car was running at this point. It's kind of hard to tell. The wheels turned all the way to her left. I'm talking her left, not anybody else's left. The wheels turned all the way to the left. Then it's turned all the way to then you see her kind of slide her hand across the steering wheel, further turning it to the left, right? Then she turns it to the right when she's leaving. She turns it all the way to the right. You could see the wheels turning in this video. So here's the problem. This guy, supposedly, right, according to our vice president, which I saw a video of it the other day on Dr. Grant's channel, he got drugged by a car before. And look, I'm not saying, I said this the other day to a couple of people I was discussing this with. I am not one for going to these like protests and agitating these people. I don't think it serves any purpose. I think it's like Bullhorn Betty showing up at these protests, right? And agitating people who are fucking clearly armed, dangerous, and don't have and lack training. Okay. So why even put yourself in that position? That's my opinion. People might disagree with that. But I feel like, why are you even putting yourself in this position, dude? You're putting yourself in a dangerous position. You're an unarmed citizen, right? Don't put yourself in any type of position where you're even going to be faced with these people. They're clearly not fucking trained properly. I mean, I go online all the time and I see that there's a $50,000 sign-on bonus to join ICE. So to me, that shows that they're kind of desperate for people, right? They're kind of desperate to hire people. So, I've never been a protester, but I am now. I mean, dude, I wouldn't put myself in that danger because it's not about me. It's about my kid. I just personally wouldn't, jump in front of ICE agents, and just put myself in that kind of danger. And I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying that, because in all reality, I really don't know why the fuck she was sitting in the street. I heard that she was dropping her kid off, which, okay, but why are you blocking the street? Not really blocking it, because that's another thing people are saying. They're like, oh, she was obstructing the street. Well, not really, because in one of the videos, you could see her waving one of the ICE agents by, dude, and they drive right past her. So she's not, she's not like completely blocking the street. They easily could have got past her car. But I'm like, what was how did this all end up? Like, how did these people end up in this situation, right? And it's so crazy because it happened in a split second, dude. So, unfortunately, vehicles can be classified as weapons. So if someone is behind the wheel, the vehicle on that, yeah, no, it can be a weapon. I agree 100%. But in that situation, I'm looking at the whole situation. Okay. She's in her car. that we now have the video where, he's recording her. Why is he doing that? I don't know. It's like crazy because we're only getting half the story, right? We don't know what happened leading up to the time where we start seeing cameras recording. She's in the car. She has her hands on the steering wheel. So you know that she doesn't have a weapon. Okay. She's sitting with her hands on the steering wheel. No weapon, no nothing. Okay. Her last words are, "It's okay, dude. I'm not mad at you." Now her girlfriend or her wife is on the other side. To me, that's completely irrelevant. Whatever she's saying, it doesn't have anything to do with this situation. Okay. A guy comes running, pulling down the street in a pickup truck, gets out of the pickup truck and aggressively starts charging towards her car. So here's the thing that I find funny because people are like, well, the policeman had that was a reaction. Well, that was her reaction, was like, oh my God, this man is charging towards my fucking car. And he goes to open the door. And, I would have been terrified personally. If, like, what do you do? You don't know what that guy's going to do to you. Is he going to rip you out of your car? Is he going to hurt you? Is he going to wrestle you to the ground? Like, you don't know what the fuck this, I would be terrified, honestly, if I was in that situation. He rips her out of the, he could have ripped her out of the car, hurt her. So, I think that's what spooked her and caused her to drive away, to just get out of there. And there was conflicting things being said. One of the agents is telling her, get the fuck out of the car. And another agent is telling her, get out of here. So which one is it? Should she leave or does she get out of the car? So again, it seems to me when all these videos I see, these ICE agents, it seems to me like there's a lack of training. There's a lack of authority. There's a lack of leadership maybe going on. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. I think the other issue is here. I don't know what ICE is. Like, I know that their job is to detain, people who are here illegally, but are they police officers? Like, what are they considered? Are they FBI agents? You know what I'm saying? Do they carry that same weight as a FBI agent? Like, I don't think it's being explained to us as much, that we should understand this fully. Anyway, I mean, this is just a tragic fucking incident. This kind of shit happens. You got to look at the whole situation. I personally feel like the guy was completely unjustified in shooting her because first of all, they're like, oh my God, her car was a deadly weapon. Well, you made the car an even more deadly weapon because you didn't know what was going to happen to that car after you shot her in the face, dude. That car went fucking flying. It was like she must have floored it. Like, as a reaction, her body must have just pushed down on the pedal. And the car went fucking flying down the street. And thank God it didn't hit or kill anybody else. It ended up just crashing into a parked vehicle. But you made this situation more dangerous by doing what you're doing. And if this guy was really trained as much as they're trying to say he was, why the fuck was he even standing in front of a car, dude? Like, what the fuck, idiot cop stands in front of a running vehicle where somebody has their fucking hands on the steering wheel? I just I can't even fucking wrap my mind around that. But I just watched a video of somebody who was actually there, a witness, and she talked about it and basically said that he was actually not in front of the vehicle. So when she went to turn away, he was not in front of the vehicle. I've always had Mandy, I get that too. And I totally think, you should comply, but I don't think she was trying to outrun them. I think she got legitimately scared and just you got one person telling you to leave, one person telling you to get the fuck out of the car. And I really just think she just had a knee-jerk reaction, just like he did, where she was just like, I'm out of here. Like, this guy is coming, charging at me, trying to rip me out of my fucking car, dude. But still, even if you evade authority like that, they're not, they can't just shoot you. That's not how it works. You have to pose a threat to them. It's going to be an interesting case if it ever does go to court, because to me, I feel like, it could go either way. And obviously people are very split on it. The thing that I find disgusting, though, is the people that are celebrating that a mother lost her life. They're like, oh, well, good. Don't fuck with the ICE. Like, dude, you can't be okay with this, dude. You can't fucking be okay with this shit happening in our country. It's fucking crazy. Do they have identification? No, these people are coming, around in masks with fucking, what do you call it? They're running around with masks on. They don't identify themselves. There's there's an obvious lack of fucking training there. And yeah, I saw some vile shit said on Facebook. I don't go on Twitter, but or X or whatever you want to call it. But I was like, dude, you people are fucking heartless, man. It's fucking gross. Like, I'm like, dude, all right, I feel bad for everybody involved in this situation, okay? Because everybody makes mistakes, right? The guy fucking made a mistake that day. I don't know. I don't know these people's stories or their situations or whatever. I don't know how he ended up. But let's just be honest. The people that are signing up to be part of this agency right now, they're doing so because they don't like illegals, right? They're probably a little racist and they're fucking desperate for money. I mean, let's just be honest. They're hiring anybody, dude. There's really no screening process to be hired for ICE. I'm gonna go undercover and go fucking work for ICE and fucking film it. Imagine. I'm gonna go film the whole process, see if they'll hire me with no law enforcement experience. Let's see if they'll hire me. I mean, it's kind of scary, dude. It's kind of scary that they're just giving these people jobs, which, these are people who probably otherwise couldn't work in law enforcement right now. And I'm not against people being deported. I'm not, I feel like if you come here illegally, it is what it is. I'm not against that at all. Okay. But the way they're going about taking these people out of our country is not it, dude. Like, it's not it. It's not it. Yeah, exactly. They're thugs for whatever the orange monster says in Congress needs to cut funding to ICE. They really do, dude. It's very scary. And, I was watching this other video yesterday and this shit was kind of crazy too. So this woman goes to deliver DoorDash to this couple, okay, who has a young child in the house. And ICE is chasing her down the street. She runs into these people's house when she drops the DoorDash delivery. Now they're all outside surrounding these people's house. And the homeowner, she's like flipping out because she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm not letting you in my house without a warrant, right? Which is your fucking right. You don't have to let the police in your house, in your home. So they're like out there basically threatening the woman, telling her like, oh, it's not going to be good. We'll break your door down. So she calls the police and the police are telling her like, dude, you're going to have to hand the woman over. Like, she's like, but the guy, while he's talking to this lady at her front door, he has his hand on his gun. And, she keeps saying no guns, no guns, no guns. She's holding her hands up like it's, dude, like, I don't know. These people are trigger happy or they're just not trained right. That's my opinion. I feel like the training isn't there from all these videos I'm seeing. Something ain't right, man. Something ain't right. It was really fucking scary, dude. I'd be terrified in a situation like that. You also have to, and the whole point is that they were like, oh, we're going to get the bad guys out of here, right? But this woman, she's doing DoorDash deliveries, dude. She's this like meek little tiny woman, from I don't know what part of, South America she's from or Mexico, but she's this tiny little woman. Is she really hurting anybody? She's fucking doing DoorDash deliveries. Like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Shit's crazy, man. I'm like, where's all this like going after the criminals? I mean, you're not though. You're just going after anybody. You're racially profiling somebody. They were holding her ID up to the door and saying she's legal. She's legal. So they had her license, and eventually the homeowner, stood their ground and told them, get the fuck off my property and don't come back here until you have a fucking warrant. And they ended up standing down. And this happened the day after the shooting. So, they only get trained for 47 days. Are you fucking serious? Hold on. Let's look this up. Because if that's true, that's fucking crazy. Because when you go to the police academy, at least here, I don't know if it's that, if it works like this everywhere, you're in the police academy for at least a few years before you could actually believe. I think it's like 2 years if I'm correct. And then, before you can even go on the job. How long do ICE agents train? Oh, what the fuck happened? Sorry, it's so fucking hard. All right, how long do ICE agents train before thyroid surgery? What? Before, hold on. They can work. Let's see if I can get an answer here. Wow, yeah. Look at that. Yeah. That's problematic. It says ICE agent training duration varies, but recently it's been cut significantly to meet hiring demands ranging from a few weeks, around 6 to 8 weeks, dude. So that's a month and a half to 2 months. I'm sorry. You can't train for any fucking job that quickly. Yeah, I don't know why that was like that was the suggested thing. Someone thyroid surgery. I'm like, what? What the fuck? Yeah, that's problematic to me. To me, that's not enough time for a job like this. I mean, it's essentially a law enforcement type of job. Now let's see how long do police train before they can, work the beat, so to speak, right? Hold on a second. How long? Oh my God, I can't type on this fucking thing. Long do police? How long do police train before they can work? Can work. Okay, sorry. All right. Total training time requested before a police officer can work on their own varies significantly by state. That's what I figured. And specific agency, generally ranging from a total of 6 to 12 months. This training typically involves 2 main phases: a police academy followed by a field training program. So yeah, dude, that's a little longer. I mean, a year at least, I would say. I know here, I'm pretty sure the police, I mean, anybody I know, I think for NYPD, that it's a 2-year academy before you could go. And when I was young and a lot of my friends are going into the, NYPD, you didn't need to have any type of, you just needed a high school diploma or a GD. Now I heard, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but you need to have like at least an associate's degree to even become a cop. So yeah, it's totally different, it's totally different in each state. But I figured that, but I know here that's usually generally, I don't know about my own county, because here it's a lot easier to get hired for NYPD. They'll basically take anybody. I hate to say it, but it's true. The NYPD will take anybody because they're just like, they need a lot more police. Out here, I feel like it's very hard to get into this police force out here. In my county, because first of all, it's all political and corrupt, but second of all, there's obviously not as many jobs. So it's a smaller county, so smaller than Manhattan, you're not policing as many people. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of scary that they're only being trained for weeks, right? So it says anyway about going back to the ICE agents here. It says for some roles like detention and removal, DRO officers, down from longer periods around 22 weeks or 5 or 6 months. For special agents who combine the 12-week federal law enforcement training program with agency-specific training through reports mention recent accelerated shorter training for new hires to rapidly deploy them. See, dude, that's a fucking problem. Standard path typically involves about 22 weeks total, combining the 12-week criminal investigation program. I don't know, dude. To me, that just doesn't seem like enough. There's a lot involved, dude. You're dealing with the fucking law. You know what I'm saying? Any police department did, because they had to meet the mandates at one time. You could have been a grasshopper. What do you mean? I don't know. To me, you need more training than that, dude. That's just my personal experience. I mean, my personal opinion. You need more training than 12 weeks, 22 weeks. I feel like this is a serious fucking job. People's lives are in your fucking hand. Do they have to have any prior? No, I don't think so. That's the other problem. There's no other. I'm sure that helps in the hiring process, but like I said, I keep seeing the ads, right? I'll go on like Facebook or even on Instagram, and it's like, $50,000 sign on bonus. Should I apply? Should I apply for ICE? I'm joking. I'm not going to do that, but I would love to see if I could get hired, because if they'll fucking hire me, they'll hire anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm a stay at home mom for the last 10 years slash, ex graphic designer. You guys want to hire me? Like, imagine if I got fucking hired with my like lack of experience in anything. I haven't worked for like 10 fucking years. They'll just hire me. That'll tell you everything you need to know. If fucking I could get hired, then you know it's a problem. You know it's a fucking problem. Speaking of getting hired, I've been thinking about going back to work, but before going back to work, I would like to go back to school. I feel like I need like I need like a I don't know, like a counselor. I need a guidance counselor. I was like, can I go back to high school and talk to my guidance counselor? So the other day I was trying to figure out and just get a roundabout estimate about how many credits I have left, because I kind of hopped around and I wasn't sure for like 2 years what I was going to do in school. So, I did 4 years of college. I just didn't finish. So I have to be somewhat close to getting some type of degree. So I did consult with Chat GPT because I really didn't know who else to talk to about this. And I'm like, I don't want to finish my major in graphic design because I really just, I'm looking at jobs and I'm looking at, LinkedIn and stuff like that. And I'm like, I just don't like, to me, graphic design out where I live, if I were to travel into Manhattan, I'd probably make more money. But out here, the jobs are just not like offering like a decent salary. So to me, why go to school, finish my degree, and then for what? I'm going to get a job getting paid $50,000. It's not worth it to me. So I was looking to see what career path would be best for me, to transfer my credits to. And a lot of, it gave me a few different suggestions. And one of them was saying marketing, digital marketing, which I was thinking about because a lot of the jobs I see that I would be like interested in doing, it has to do with basically content management, right? Where you're managing people's Facebook page, or not people, companies, right? Facebook pages, like their social media. You're is that what I should do, Mandy? See, like, I don't even know. So I'm like, I feel like for me, that would probably be the best option, to go down that path. It's something that's like flexible. You could kind of work from home. You don't have to go into an office or anything. Like, I'm trying to make I'm trying to make it fit my lifestyle too, with like my son's, traveling so much. And I would like to have something where I could work from wherever I am, and not have to worry about, going into an office all the time. So a lot of the jobs that I see that are like telecommunications, is mostly marketing type jobs. So I don't know. So I was thinking that I'm like, I don't know, and I'm like reading and I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what half this shit is, I'm like kind of like out of touch with technology these days. I used to be like super savvy with technology and computers, but like a lot of that was because of my brother. He's a fucking programmer. Like he's such a computer nerd. So he used to share his knowledge with me. But, so obviously not speaking to him for so long, I kind of like lost touch with like that side of my life. So I don't know what a lot of this shit is. And like the internet has just advanced so much. There's so much, with all this AI shit and everything. It's like, I'm like way out of like the knowledge base. So I feel like I would have to go to school to kind of, gain some knowledge about these types of things. I don't know. But it was something I was, looking into. I just got to get all my credits and see, where I stand basically. But, because I'm just like, I'm not going to, I could go back to work and I could go work at like Walmart, right? And make like a shitty salary. But I'm like, it's been bothering me for years that I never finished my degree. I would love to go back, get my bachelor's degree, at least have a degree, and be able to just, find a better paying job. Like I try to explain this to my husband because he doesn't understand. He thinks he's in a union, so he doesn't get it. I'm like, it's so different for women. I feel like men could go, work a construction job or go, work here or there. And it's like so much easier for them to make better money without having, the training or certifications or experience. For women, I feel like, you have to have something. Like you have to have a piece of paper if you want to make money. So, um, that's one option. I did want to do real estate, right? I was thinking of doing real estate because I was like, that's a great job. It's flexible. You don't have to work. But right now, the real estate market's horrible. So it's like not a good time to get into real estate. There's like no houses for sale. So it's not a good market right now. So I'm like, yeah, I just feel like men could get higher paying jobs easier without having to have a degree or any of this other shit. For women, like he's just like, oh, just apply to the job. And I'm like, but you don't understand. I'm like, I have to write a resume. Like he's never written a resume in his life. He worked when he was younger. He worked for his uncle, right? So he was hired, and then he went into the union. So it's like you never had to fucking write a resume. Like he's been in the union since his like late 20s, I think, mid to late 20s. So I'm like, you've been in the same job essentially for decades. Like for me, it's a lot different. And plus, I've been out of the workforce for 10 years. So like going back into the workforce, well, more than 10 years now. But I'm just saying, going back into the workforce, after such a long period, it makes it even harder to get a better paying job. So I'm like, I really need to like go to school or have something, because to me it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it going back to work and not making good money. I want to make good money so we could have a better life. But my son's getting older now. It's like, if I do it for a year, I'll feel way more comfortable that he's coming home. I don't know, walking to school potentially. I don't know, we'll see. It's just something it's been on my mind for the last like year basically, but I've been like really thinking about it more recently because I'm just like, dude, I need money. Like, took me 20 years to get my degree. It's never too late. Well, that's what I said. I'm like, it's never too late to go get your degree. So I'll just probably do online school. I'm not going to go to like classes because I don't want to be that fucking lady. I remember being in college and there's like, like a 50-year-old in your class and you're like looking at him like, where'd you go wrong in life? And I'm like, holy shit, I'm not fucking 50-year-old now, almost 50-year-old. Like where'd I go wrong in life? I mean, I could go back to my old job, but I just don't want to do that anymore. I'm sure they would hire me back if I said, hey, look, I'm ready to, come back to work. And I'm like, I really just don't want to fucking do that anymore. It was a great job in my 20s and 30s, but, a degree is something that no one could ever take away from you. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, at least I just have it, so it's like, it gives me just a leg up and it shows that I'm like more, what do you call it? Ambitious, right? About working, after sitting home for fucking so long. I mean, my sister-in-law had to do the same thing. She was home for a really long time, and then she went back. I don't know if she went back to school or she got her, just certain certifications. And now she works for an attorney and she makes tons of money, So I gotta do something. But I want to do something that I like, though. I don't want to like just go to work and push fucking papers on a desk. Like I want to do something that I actually, get not, you know what I'm saying? Obviously work's never fucking fun, but I want to do something that I could, enjoy. AI is destroying everything. I really think it's fucking scary, and like people are like all for it, but I'm not, because I'm like, it's going to destroy livelihoods. It's going to destroy jobs for people. I just think it's a bad thing. My degrees are pretty much worthless in today's market, but I'm still glad I earned them. Well, CK, you're kind of not similar to mine, but like, I mean, if I went down and did the, art path, it's a waste at this fucking point in time. It always was, and which is why I didn't finish it, because I kind of realized that halfway through college. I was like, this is a fucking waste of time. I should have did what I wanted to do with my whole life, and now it's to be a teacher. My whole like childhood, well, I have this book, right, where I wrote every year at the end of every school year. I would answer these questions, right, and do all this stuff. And every year I wrote teacher up until 11th or 12th grade. Every fucking year I wrote, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a teacher. And that was all I wanted to be, like an elementary school teacher. My God, I'm so stupid, Like, I seriously made the worst decision going into art. Like, it's worthless. And I hear like people like, oh yeah, my friend, my friend's going into fine arts. Don't do it, dude. Don't even waste your fucking money. Do not, especially nowadays. I feel like it's even more of a waste because you want to be a fine artist, a painter, this, that. Market yourself on YouTube. I think it's more important to take business and marketing classes than anything. If you have a skill, the skill's there. They're not going to teach you. I didn't learn anything in college that I didn't walk away from any of my art classes like, wow, I didn't know that before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel challenged in school. I didn't feel like I was walking away with anything. I mean, like, there was times where I was like, why isn't my teacher ripping my work apart? Because he'd rip somebody else's work apart. And I'm like, like, I'm not learning anything. I just felt like I wasn't learning anything. So, I don't know. It was a waste. It was a total waste. And there's not much you could do with it once you're out of college, though. Unless you're like, if I lived in Manhattan, I feel like I would have tons of opportunities with that type of degree. But out here, there's just nothing. I have like weird things that I want to do, like in dream jobs. Like, I'm like, where are the people that create the displays for like store windows? Like, I want to do that, but like, where do they hire for that? Or like people that make props for fucking, Broadway plays. Like, I would love to do that shit. Make props for movies and stuff. Like, where the fuck are those jobs? Like, those are the type of jobs I would want to have. They're not out here on Long Island, that's for sure. But there's so many like cool things I would want to do. You could dual program or earning a bachelor's degree is called alternative teacher education program. What do you mean? What's that? Alternative teacher education program or similar? I think you need a master's here to be a teacher. Are you saying to be a teacher? Oh yeah, it's definitely going to eliminate 80 million jobs globally, and it's really fucking scary. And the people that are sitting there cheering it on, they should be worried for their fucking jobs, dude. I'm not a big fan of it. I gotta be honest with you. I'm just not. First of all, it looks fucking wonky, okay? Laura's website is a perfect example of that. It's like you look at her website and you're like, something like not right there. It's like, yeah, it's a website, but it don't look right. Something don't look right there. Like, why is there a fucking random thing floating in the air? Why is the shadow floating in the air? You know what I'm saying? Because she's using AI and it's not doing the job that a graphic designer could do. And I understand that not everybody could do that kind of stuff, use Photoshop and use, Illustrator and whatever. But like, dude, you could probably do something similar in like a program like Canva on your phone. That's easy to use. It's made for the average person to use it, right? So like, I don't know. There's no reason for you to have fucking there's no reason for you to have floating shadows in a picture, dude. There's just none. You can earn a bachelor's degree on any subject and also do program for teacher. Oh, usually night classes. I gotcha. I'm not I mean, I don't want to I feel like I'm too old to do teaching now at this point, but I'm gonna be 45, dude, in 2 months. Oh my god. What? I think I'm having like a midlife crisis. Maybe a quarter, maybe a 3/4 life crisis. I don't know how long I'm gonna live, but yeah, I feel like I'm having a fucking no, dude. Her kid didn't help her. She repolished the turd, Narnie. That's basically what she did. She fucking repolished the turd. She repolished the turd. It's the same fucking thing that she's done a million times. Just again, put a different looking label on it, put, different AI pictures on a candle, and then, that's it. It's the same thing. You're going to be 50. You don't look like you're even close to 50. I'd never go in as a teacher in early to mid 20s. I mean, I feel like if I was like in my 30s, I'd maybe be like, you know what? I'll go back and be a teacher. Like, but at 45, I don't want to fucking deal with kids. I don't want to fucking deal with kids, especially in the schools. I'm kind of glad I didn't go down that path in a sense, because the way the schools are nowadays, it's probably not a good career path. I mean, it's great. You get to work, a couple months out of the year. You get the whole summer off. Great. And the teachers here get paid like ridiculous. They're getting paid like well over in the fucking hundred, six figures. But down south, my in-laws were telling me that the teachers only make fucking like what, less than the what she was talking to somebody at a waiter at a restaurant, and they were like, I make more here than I make teaching at my teaching job. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. The teachers down south are way underpaid. Up here, I think they're way overpaid. That would totally be a thing for you, making props or something of like kind. Another good thing for you would be working, even if it was for seasonal haunted attractions. Thank you. I mean, yeah, something like that. I would love to make props or something. The thing is with me, I can't do a fucking desk job where you just sit behind a desk all day. Like that's why I loved my old job, because I used to be, I was, doing obviously some work behind my computer, dependent on the project, but then I also had like work that I physically like did the work too. So like I would laminate things, and I had to do vinyl, and we used to basically design window displays in a sense. Most of the time it wasn't like full displays, but that's basically what we did. I mean, like we had to do a cool one for Bacardi, so we had to go find like skis and like a Adirondack chair, and it was cool. It was fun. But it is what it is. Teachers are really underpaid for all the shit they deal with. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Nowadays, these kids are little fucking assholes, So the one thing I will though say is that, my son's in middle school, and I'm like, are there fights in school? And he's like, no. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. I feel like when I was in middle school, and I don't know if it was like this in everybody else's middle school, but when we were in fucking middle school, dude, there was a fight every fucking day. There was a fight. And I felt like, weirdly enough, I felt like there was way more fights in middle school than there was in high school. Because I feel like in middle school, that's when like, everybody's hormones start popping. The boys' testosterone starts coming out, the girls are getting estrogen. And I feel like it just like the fighting was just way worse in middle school than it was in like high school. I mean, I remember walking down the halls and there'd just be like blood across the lockers because somebody, got punched in the face, and there was just blood like sprayed like every day. There'd be like a crowd of like 100 kids in the hall, like, yeah, because there's like people fighting. And in high school, I feel like everybody was just like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking just smoking a joint. I don't want to fight anybody, Yeah, fights were scheduled. No, that was more like elementary school. So, like we used to schedule fights. We'd be like, yo, meet us. There was this blue like twisty slide in my like, in our schoolyard, and that was where you met everybody to fight. Be like, yo, meet me outside by the blue slide. Bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's where everybody used to meet after school to fight each other. Like, I don't think kids do that anymore, But holy shit, we had tons of fights. My son said not really. Like, there's some, but not really. Because I'm like, yo, dude, there used to be like bloody, like fucking crazy fist fights in middle school. And then in high school, I feel like everybody was just like, yo, I don't want to like waste my energy. I'm fucking high. Leave me alone. Meet me in the back road. Everybody had, I think everybody's school had like a spot where you could fucking, where you could meet up. I'm 54. I've been in an office job for 15 years. I'm getting burnt out, thinking of changing careers to be a paraprofessional. See? All right. So I'm not alone here and feeling old and wanting to do something different with my life. Get dangerous. You two people telling others to pull up. It could be shoot on sight if trespass on property. Oh, dude, nobody should be pulling up on you on fucking YouTube. No, nobody should be pulling up on your ass for fucking YouTube. If you're fucking going to that extent, you're taking this shit way too seriously. Way too fucking seriously. Telling people to fucking pull up and shit. Get out of here. High school had a riot. Get out of here. He's over 100K. The 6th class aide are paid peanuts, but they love it and love the kids. Who's that? Yeah. Dude, people are taking this shit way too seriously with these like lawsuits and all this shit. Get the fuck off of YouTube, bro. Seriously. Seriously, just get off of here. At that point in time, just get out of here. Savage did it on live stream and drove 10 hours to do that. What a risk. Did she really? Oh, yeah. Didn't she go to like Bombshell's house or something? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. Dude, the cost of living here is fucking insane. Fucking insane. But yeah, so that's like my thoughts. I don't know if I'm gonna definitely do it. I just gotta, I've been looking at jobs, like I get the Indeed stuff, and stuff I've been looking, but I'm like, I don't like I just don't want to go back to doing the same thing, basically. I wish there was just like some magic way you could just start like a fucking like business from your home, like you know what I'm saying, and just have customers and just be able to work, and that's it. But it's very hard trying to do that all by yourself. She didn't have her husband stop the truck. It was all for views. Oh, okay. Bombshell's homeless now. That's kind of fucking sad. I see her videos pop up. I don't even think I'm subscribed to that woman, but for some reason her videos pop up for me. They come, but like every once in a while her videos just show up with a bullhorn through the sunroof. Yeah, dude. I wouldn't fucking participate in any of that shit. So, driving by nobody's fucking house and YouTube. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. She's not homeless. She's at a motel. That's not good. I mean, that's still, not in a stable home. Dude, because why doesn't that woman work though? That's what I don't understand about these people. If you're at the point where you can't afford your life, you get a fucking job. I just don't understand that. I don't get it, dude. I just don't fucking understand it. Michelle's back? Oh, Jesus. All her shit thrown out, looted, and now living in extended stay. She drives an SUV for a cab company where they charge $70 a day for the vehicle. Wait, what? They charge her $70 a day? Holy shit, 76. Actually sad. I hate to hear that. Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy. But yeah, like why? All right, I guess she's driving a cab, but wow. That's the whole thing. These people get used to people paying for them, right? Hence Laura. Good morning, Mercedes girl. Hence Laura and her lifestyle. She's used to people paying for her to fucking live, basically. And I guess you get used to it. I don't know. I still don't understand how she fucking does it, but anyone can work, to be honest. I mean, dude, if I had to, I always tell my husband, I'm like, get me in your union. I don't fucking care because the women don't do anything in his union. But I'm like, you could go, I could be a delivery person in his union. I don't fucking care. As long as I get locked in with the fucking, money. That's all. She could drive it and use a company app for services to do personal pickups. And so they could do. Dude, that shit scares me though, man. I don't know. Something about being a woman and driving a car with strangers just to me sounds really fucking scary. MGL is all mixed up in that actress Melissa Gilbert stuff and her husband being accused of SA on Two Boys. What? Yikes, dude. Bombshell's been evicted like 5 times in the last 4 years. Oh, all right. So it's like a normal thing of hers, I guess. I don't know, dude. Speaking of Portland and ice riots, there was a YouTuber out there grifting. Wait a second, Limey. Is that elevated truth guy? Because I saw that guy the other day. Somebody shared a link, okay? And I was like, I never watched the guy. I was like, oh, he looks so familiar. And then I realized, I'm like, he literally looks like he could be like Brian St. John's twin or something, right? But anyway, I click on his link and I'm watching for only like 5 minutes. And he's literally like walking around where people are protesting. And I thought it was in Portland. Okay, so it is him. And he's like, oh, here's my Cash App, put my Cash App out, put my fucking PayPal. Dude, that is one thing I never fucking did on here, was put out my fucking Cash App or my fucking PayPal. I don't give a fuck. You guys want to super chat me, cool, which I still feel weird about to this day. But putting your Cash App and your fucking PayPal and all this other shit, I don't know. To me, I just wouldn't do it. I'm not judging people to do it, but at the same time, I just wouldn't do it because I don't feel comfortable doing that shit. There's quite a few Charlie Kirk shit making people rich. Yeah, but you know what? You know who's getting more rich off of him, chick? Is his fucking wife and TPUSA. So, you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about, his story, like such as Candace Owens. I talked about that the other day. I listen to her shit. I get lost sometimes because she is fucking so robotic, that woman. I don't know. Her voice, like, her and fucking, what's his name? And I like the guy. It's just that I have trouble following him sometimes. The lawyer, I have like a little bit of trouble following him sometimes. It's just something in the way that he talks. Like he doesn't have enough inflection in his voice. And it's like, you just kind of feel like it's just like, like he talks very fast and very like monotone. You know what I'm saying? And Candace Owens is kind of the same way. She's just like very monotone and like, I don't know, the way she talks, it's almost like hard to follow her sometimes. Erica Kirk is a honeypot. Yeah, no, 100%, Mama Bear. That girl is a whole fucking story in herself. That shit, I dove into that fucking rabbit hole and it's scary. I mean, she's definitely, something's not right there, dude. I'm sorry. I think I talked about this the last time I was live, but your husband passes away. I've never, you can look at it two ways. Like, oh, she's so strong and she just, she had to keep going. And then you can look at it like, dude, like, I'm sorry, but I don't know anybody who loses somebody that close to them. Okay. Husband, child, parent. And you know what I'm saying? And could just be like out and about like that so quickly. I don't know. I feel like you need like time to grieve, time to reflect. I don't know, but something ain't right there, dude. And she's a fucking liar. I mean, her lies have been proven to be lies. So yeah, something's not right there. That was fucking weird too, dude. She shows up in a white outfit and I'm like, wow, that's weird. I don't know. It's a very like Italian thing. Like when somebody dies, I know it's not just Italian, but I'm just saying in Italian families, you wear black, like you mourn, you wear black. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that her husband dies and she shows up in this white outfit, and I know it's just clothing, but I felt like there was just something inappropriate about it because I'm like, to me, white is like beginnings, life. You know what I'm saying? New beginnings, life. I don't know. Very odd. She's out there with this like heavy black fucking, makeup. Like, I don't, it's odd, man. I'm sorry. And I'm not the only one that thinks it, clearly. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. I started standing behind Charlie's chair telling the college kids to join or start a chapter for TPUSA in their area. Yeah, very weird. My son, well, because she was like, oh shit, my money train is gone. So I need to fucking, make sure that keeps coming in. My son, it was the weirdest thing. Jesse's obviously, he just turned 13. He was 12. When Charlie Kirk, died and got shot, we were sitting in the doctor's office and he was just looking at his phone, looking at TikTok, and it popped up and we saw a very graphic up close, video, unfortunately. And I'm like, oh my God, like my kids shouldn't have to see this shit, dude. It's what I hate about the internet. It's so hard to censor these things from coming across, when your kids have social media. But anyway, so he got really into it, and he was following the story, and we go out one night, we're going to get like ice cream or something. And that was the night that she did that speech, the first one that she did, where she was in his office. And I was just listening. He was playing it on his phone and listening. And I was like, I'm waiting to see his reaction because I know what I'm thinking in my head, because I'm like, this is fucking weird, dude. It's just weird. I'm thinking, though, that it's weird because I'm like, this is so soon after he just died, that she's like doing this. I don't know. Why is this necessary right now? TPUSA could wait. I think everybody understands that you're bereaved for a while. I understand that you have to get back to life, but it was odd. And my son said it. That was when I was like, all right, dude, if he could pick up on this at his age, and knows that like something, he's like, Mom, he's like, I don't want to be mean, but like something just seems off about this. Like it's weird. He's like, she's laughing. And I'm like, if my kid picked up on it, then I know that it's fucking weird. He's got a pretty, I have to say, my son has a pretty good like creeper sense. Like if we're like in the store or something, we're walking, he'll be like, Mom, that guy's creepy. Like I'm not going down that aisle. Like he will fucking be like, I'm not go near a person because he gets vibes, dude, which I'm glad because I'm like, some kids don't come, equipped with that. Come equipped, you know what I'm saying? Like some kids don't have that vibe naturally. My son has it. He knows when there's a fucking creeper around for sure. But yeah, her whole reaction is very strange. I think Candace, I don't know how she thinks she knows more than his wife. Seems like he was more pissed she didn't get the CEO position over his wife. I don't know about that. I just feel like I think she knows something about his wife that she ain't telling us. That's what I think. Candace Owens. I mean, look, she's fucking crazy, Candace Owens. Like, I'm following her story, and like I said, it's really hard to follow because it went from Egyptian planes to Israelis to TPUSA, to this, to that. Now, I don't know. And she's not explaining how it's all tying in, so like now the latest is this guy, Mitch, right, who fucking supposedly went to this like military base, okay, and he ends up seeing Erica Kirk supposedly, and like one of Charlie's what was it, security people, the head of his security, I forget his name. He ends up seeing them at this military base on like September 9th, or some shit like that, whatever. I think it was September 9th. So and if you don't know, he died on September 10th, right? So, and I'm like, okay, but like there could be a million fucking reasons if they were even at this military base, because you have to trust this guy's story, right? He proved he was at the military base that day, but he didn't prove that he saw them. So you're going on this guy's memory, and like, even Candace Owens herself said, like, some people don't have that. Like I have it where like if I don't forget a face. I'll forget your name, but I won't forget your face. If I see you somewhere, I will be like, yo, that person looks familiar. And I fucking know them from somewhere. I might forget your name, but I'm definitely not going to forget your face, If I meet you and I talk to you, I will not forget your face. Like your name, yes. Your face, no. I just have that good visual memory, probably has something to do with being an artist, right? When you're an artist, you have to kind of have a good visual memory to be able to draw things from your head. But anyway, so I would feel confident, if I saw somebody, but I don't know if this guy, he could be like, my husband, he might not remember this somebody the way I do, it's all bullshit. And I'm like, okay, so even if you did see this girl there and the head of security, they could have been there for a million reasons. It's a military base. They could have been there for some type of TPUSA event that they were planning. Like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how involved she was. I know she tried to play off that she was this trad wife who stayed home and raised the kids while her, husband was out working, Christian trad wife. That's another thing that always makes me side-eye people, and God forgive me for saying this, but I feel like when people push God too hard in their speech, like the way she does, and I automatically, I'm sorry, you sound like one of those, evangelicalists. Am I saying that right? Oh my God, I can't say it. You know what I mean? I just totally got tongue-tied on that word. That's what she reminds me of, like some type of preacher. I'm like, girl, like, come on, stop. Like, just stop that act. Okay. I'm sorry, but nobody in your shoes would be like, oh, I forgive the shooter like a week later. Like, that's just so hard to fucking believe, because I'm just filled with the spirit of Jesus, our Lord and Savior. Like, girl, stop. Like, come on. Too much. Evangelicals. There you go. I couldn't fucking say it. Did you guys ever see? Oh my God, what was that guy's name? The video with that guy. Oh my God, he's getting on a plane. He was one of those evangelical type guys, and he's so creepy. Oh my God, I can't remember his fucking name. I wish I remembered this guy's name. I just saw this recently, and I was like, dude, that guy is the devil incarnate. Like, that guy is definitely the devil. Erica Faye Baker. I totally remember Tammy Faye Baker. And I just feel like when somebody's like that, right, and they're just so overly like using God and religion and all that shit, I feel like there's I'm sorry, but when these tragedies happen in your life, I know for myself, and I even saw Tiffany say it the other day under, you know, a post that like you really question your faith in God, right? When something happens to you, you start questioning if there is even a God. You know, still, you're like, is there a God? Because like, why would this happen if there was, right? These things wouldn't happen. All these prayers and everything would work, and it really makes you question your faith. And I think that's a totally normal process to go through when, you know, something tragic happens in your life. For her to just be like, you know, oh, Jesus is carrying me through. And I just like, I don't believe it, dude. I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. And I'm not saying it can't be true that Jesus is carrying her through and her faith is carrying through, right? Because it could be, but it's being overdone to the point where it's almost like, girl, really? Like, really? Come on. Joe Olson is a creep. He is a creep. Oh my God. Jimmy something. No, what the fuck was his name? Ooh, maybe that's it, Teeny Biggs. Kenneth Copeland. I think that's it. Hold on. Let me look and see. Dude, it's so creepy. I'll play it for you guys if I can find it. I'm not going to be able to hear it, unfortunately. I wonder if I can fucking hook my AirPods up and then I'd be able to hear it. Hold on a second. Just don't want my microphone going through my AirPods. That's the only problem. All right. What was the name again? I think that's who it is, DK. Yes! The guy with the blue eyes. Hold on. Dude, this shit was so creepy. Hold on a second. Oh, that's it. You're right. All right. Thank you. Who said that first? I don't know who said it first. Wait, let me go back. Thank you so much. That's it. That's it. Ugh. Teeny, thank you. Teeny Biggs. Shout out. Hey, KB Bills. KB Bells. I said Bills. KB Bills. Oh, dude, this guy's so creepy. Let's check this out. I don't know. Tell me if you guys could hear it. You know what? Before I do that, let me just check my sound and my settings and see what's going on here. Oh, that's the problem. Maybe this is the problem. Hold on a second. Maybe it's my settings on here is why I can't hear myself. Nope. Fuck. Something ain't right here. Something ain't right. Default internal speakers. And then it says internal speakers built in. Okay. Internal mic built in. What? Hold on a second. Test. Yeah, see, why is it coming out of my... Hold on a second. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but it shouldn't be coming out of that. I don't even know if my microphone's working. So weird. I don't even think you guys are hearing me through my Yeti mic. I have no idea what the hell's going on. Let me try unplugging it and replugging it in. This might fuck up everything, so maybe the wire is broken. All right. Yeah, you know what? I don't even think I'm going through my microphone right now. It's not even recognizing it, which is weird because it's powered on. Oh, shit. I think, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Can you guys hear me? I think that's the problem. Definitely has to do with this wire. Oh, yeah. Something's up with the wire. It's not even recognizing my microphone. How do you like that? Here we go. Yeti. Oh, hello? Dude, this whole time it wasn't going through my microphone, but I still can't hear myself. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, there we go. Let's see if this changes. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, let me see if I can hear the video. Now I can't hear it at all. What the fuck is going on? Oh, there we go. Okay, no wonder why I couldn't hear myself. I wasn't even going through my microphone. Oh my God, this whole time. I think it was just I don't know if it sounded, you know, bad or whatever, but or if it sounds different now, but it was going through my sound was going through like the computer's built-in microphone and not like my actual like Yeti mic. All right, let's see if we can watch this. This is so fucking creepy. Wait until you see this. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this guy is so creepy. So creepy. All right.
That you won't fly commercial. You said that it's like getting into a tube with a bunch.
Let me know if you guys could hear that, because clearly I'm having issues with my sound. Holy shit, I can't believe that. All right. That TPUSA Tyler Boyer guy isn't 5 years before she met Charlie. Yeah, she's full of shit. No, not Tyler Boyer. What was the guy's name? Not him. Oh my god, I can't remember the guy's name now. One of her boyfriends. Oh, excuse me. One of her boyfriends was, oh, bye, Mandy.
Bunch of demons. Why do you think that?
Look at this guy.
Listen to me just a second. Not the people.
Oh, look at his creepy smile, dude. He's so creepy, this guy. Hold on, I'm going to make this, like, bigger for you guys. I'll put myself down here. Just watch this. It's creepy.
Main reason is because of the need. If I flew commercial, I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing. That's really the main.
So apparently this guy is like raking in the fucking dough, right? Raking in the dough.
Isn't it true that you want to fly commercial so that you can fly in luxury? How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business, but...
Isn't it the business of your donors?
Listen.
Look how he's pointing a finger at her.
I paid.
His fucking eyes are so creepy. Look at his eyes. I don't know if you guys can like really see this. Like, this is like movie villain fucking worthy right here. Like it is full fucking movie villain worthy.
You kind of caught me off guard here, okay?
Yeah. I'm kind of full of shit here.
If you'd like to come out here, I'd like to give you a chance to catch your breath and have a conversation. We don't want to catch you off guard.
I love Inside Edition. You got to get this now. Hey, you listening to me? My wife thinks Inside Edition is, oh yeah.
What the fuck? Oh yeah. Like that's so fucking creepy, dude.
Thank you, Lord. Help me. Let me pray this thing.
Well, let me just ask you a really simple question.
Yeah, I think what happened here is she caught him out of character, right? She caught him out of his preacher fucking character. So he's really fucking caught off guard, which he says, obviously, but like, no. He's really caught off guard. He's out of character right now.
A lot of people think it's unbecoming.
He looks like an arson survivor. You met him, Mama Bear? My dad was a guest preacher with him in church. Oh my God, he's extremely creepy in person. Dude, no offense. I know Mandy has beautiful blue eyes, so I'm not putting... there's just certain people, like Mandy doesn't have that look to her where she has very pretty eyes. But she doesn't look creepy. You know what I'm saying? There's some people with those crystal clear blue eyes. Like my grandfather had crystal clear blue eyes like that. And he fucking did not look creepy. Some people, like Erica Kirk and this guy, dude, their eyes just, something looks like it's missing behind their eyes. I can't explain it. Like, this guy's got the creep factor. No, like, right. Like, this guy probably would have looked normal if he had brown eyes.
For a preacher to live a life of luxury and to fly around in private jets. What's your response to that?
Very simple. It takes a lot of money to do what we do. We have brought over 100, let's see, the latest figures just came out. 122 million people to the Lord Jesus Christ. Let me give you another example.
Oh, God, it's so crazy.
Last May, I was scheduled for Lagos, Nigeria.
He's got a lot of makeup on, too. I think that's what's making him look more creepy.
That's a long ways. I had a week off, and I was scheduled for Peru. And I prayed about it, and I thought,
And I prayed about it, and oh my God, Tyler Perry's private jet showed up right in my lap. Okay, dude.
I'm not missing that dedication in Jerusalem. Without the airplane,
How about Candace Owens BL exit 501c3 powered by Turning Point USA money? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by BL exit.
we have that I bought from Tyler Perry, and I didn't pay anywhere.
Oh, dude, Laura's contacts are fucking just so stupid. Why the fuck would you want pink eyes, dude? There's nothing good or natural or attractive about pink eye, dude. Nothing. You look like a rat. That's the only reason I could imagine wanting to have pink eyes. Because you're like, you know what? I want to look like an albino rat today. So I'm just going to get pink contacts so I can do that. Or I want to look like I just walked out of a fucking horror film. You know?
Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
Oh my
question
God.
then,
I couldn't help but buy it.
okay, all right, but I want to get to the demons because people are very concerned about that comment.
Why does he have cuffs coming out of his cuffs? Or is that like a blue watch?
Give me a chance here, Inside Edition. I love your eyes. And here's what happened. We flew in 21 days, 70 hours, 40,000 miles, touched 5 continents, and preached face to face personally with 125,000 people.
Do you ever use your private jets to go visit your vacation homes, for example?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Do you go to Epstein Island with that jet?
Again, getting
'Cause
back.
I think you look like the type of guy that if you knew Epstein, you probably spent a lot of fucking time with him.
Back to the comment. You said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do
Wow.
you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Ooh. Yo, the real him came out. Let's watch that again. That's the part I wanted to play. You see how all innocent he was? And then all, don't you ever say that.
Don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Like, dude, this doesn't even seem like fucking real right now. Like this is like, is this a movie? Was this scripted? I can't, like, it doesn't even seem like real life, like a human like this exists. Look at this guy. Ooh, God. When I saw this for the first time, the hair on like the back of my neck was standing up. I was like, dude, this guy is giving me just vibes, just the worst vibes that I could even imagine.
We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers.
Can you explain what you meant by that term then? Just explain, because it's really simple. You said you didn't want to get into.
I gotta say, bless this reporter, because I think I would have been fucking running, screaming, okay? Like, at this point in time, if he did that to me, I would have been like, well, all right, the interview's over, officially. But she just held her composure, right? And went right back into asking him questions.
To a tube with a bunch of demons. What did you mean?
Well, let me ask you.
Do you think that people that fly commercial are demons?
If you give me a chance to talk, sweetheart, I'll explain this to you. But it's a biblical thing. It's a spiritual thing. It doesn't have anything to do with.
It's a biblical thing. I can't fly less than first class.
People. I love people. Jesus loves people.
I love their money, too.
But people get pushed in alcohol. Do you think that's a good place for a preacher to be and prepare to go preach to a lot of people when somebody in there is dragging some woman down an aisle? It made me so mad to see that on television. I wanted to punch the guy out myself. I can't be doing that while I'm getting ready to preach.
So you just don't like to be around the sinful people or the hurtful people. Is that what you're saying?
Not the people, baby. Not the people.
Dude, this guy's just full of every type of shit there is. What a fucking fraud.
Back during the days that we couldn't do anything else, we had to travel commercial. I've When I went to Oral Roberts University, I flew for Oral Roberts.
It's very scary how easily people are manipulated. I hate Southern men using the whole sweetheart term when they have no personal relationship with you. It's not endearing, it's creepy. I totally agree with that.
Oh. So I spent a lot of time in Arabic.
It's creepy and it's condescending too.
You have how many planes?
We have the Gulfstream, and we still have our Citation 10.
Oh, so he's got multiple.
And then we have a little small airplane. But those are the two ones that we use, and we use them all the time. And other people use them too. We have other ministries that use these. In the book of Ephesians.
Oh my God.
Oh God, I love this. We wrestle not.
You just have to question if these people actually believe the bullshit that they're selling. You know? Like, I really do. I wonder if these people fucking believe this shit.
With people, but with principalities and powers, unseen things, rulers of the darkness of this world. Talking about the devil, he's a very real devil. Just the
We see him.
same as Jesus is a very real Lord. And I spent a lot of time on the airlines.
This is just a very bizarre interview with somebody who's supposed to be a man of God, right?
But the main thing that happened that wasn't the main reason. The main reason was...
Is this the dude that ripped John Travolta a new one for not flying him someplace for free or even I don't know. I don't know who this guy is, to be honest. I didn't know who he was. I don't remember how I got to this video in the first place. This is like a while back. It showed up, perhaps. I don't know. Actually, no. Somebody might have been talking about him. Actually, did I find out about this guy through Candace Owens and that's how I found this video? I'm not sure. I don't know.
I could no longer do what I called to do and be on the airlines. Besides that, I need my clothes when I get there.
And you have some fancy clothes. I mean, for a pastor, you
I
are living a life of luxury. You've got great homes. You've got great planes. You drive in limos.
I'm a very wealthy man.
You're a very wealthy man.
Yes.
Yeah. And some people would say that is it appreciated?
May I add something to that? My wealth doesn't come from offerings alone.
Yeah, okay.
Because you sell things, books and DVDs.
Yes.
Just like the Trump family, right? They sell fucking tacky merch, fucking sneakers and hats and pins.
And I have a lot of natural gas on our property. Didn't know that, did you, babe?
Now I do.
He's got a natural gas.
You do. Isn't that wonderful?
Well, I guess. It's wonderful for you.
Back
Oh my
when,
God.
And I might add another thing too.
One of my husband's college teammates and wife were targeted by Jesse Duplantis when he signed with the Saints, gave the wife a job. I don't know who that is. And later an employee shared, hold on. Hey, Alicia, gave the wife a job and later on employees shared an email showing he targeted them for money. Did you guys hear what happened to Alicia? I don't need to play the whole rest of this. I just wanted you guys to see how fucking creepy this guy is. Fucking creep. Creep fucking, like, this guy defines creep. Anyway, so Alicia had she had ordered a few things the other day and the fucking Amazon guy went to her house, left her part of her order, right? Fucking goes, marks it that it was delivered, okay? So she shows me the app, like the screenshot from her Amazon account. And it says that fucking, she bought a laptop and it fucking says it was delivered, but it was never delivered to her house. She never got it. So she's like showing me, they took the picture of her house, but they didn't like take the picture of the item. They just took a picture of her house, which they're not supposed to do. Anytime Amazon comes here, they take a picture of the item on my porch, in front of my door, wherever they leave it. So anyway, she called up and, she had to go through this whole big thing. But apparently the driver, like, stole her shit. Like, said that it was delivered, but didn't. So hopefully that fucking motherfucker's getting fired. But it was funny because the other day, I was telling her, usually Amazon goes pretty seamless for me, but I do see on Facebook a lot, like in like the town groups, that you'll see like, oh, my Amazon packages are in front of this house, right? And they don't know whose house it is. And they'll be like, if this is your house, can you please, tell me so I can get my Amazon packages, right? That's never really happened over here. And I'm always like, who are these fucking people that are like, I'm like I honestly started to think it was like a joke or something, or like some type of scam. Because I'm like, dude, there's no way Amazon's like misdelivering this many fucking packages, right? So the other day, I see 2 packages coming to my house, and I had ordered a new phone case, right? Well, 2 new phone cases. So I see the bags coming, and I'm looking at them, and one of them says my son's name on it. So I'm like thinking in my head, well, maybe, I don't know, his name was spelled wrong. But I thought maybe my cousin sent me something, because that happens. Sometimes my cousin will send me something. Sometimes my, my mom's cousin will send me something from, for Jesse from Florida. So I think nothing of it. I look at that other one, and I start opening the package up, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, who's sending me this? Like, this seems like pretty big for a fucking cell phone, case. I opened the package up, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't, like, why? It was like one of those, like, those cheese graters, which actually, now that I've seen it in person, I was like, ooh, I kind of want this thing. Where it's like you push the cheese down, and then it has like the little handle, and you roll the handle. Fucking thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? Like, I didn't order this. I'm like, this is so weird. Now, mind you, I'm also part of that, like, Amazon Vine program where you could order free shit, which it sucked lately. It has sucked ass lately. There's, like, nothing on there. There used to be so much cool shit to fucking choose from. And lately, probably because of fucking Trump's tariffs, there's nothing on there. Because, like, everything's from China. They don't want to fucking do business with us anymore, I guess. I don't know. I'm just joking, but there is nothing really cool on there anymore. Anyway, so I'm thinking, did I order something like by accident? Like, I don't know, or maybe I ordered something a while back. But I'm like, no, this isn't mine. I end up looking at the bag, and I'm like, oh my God, it's my fucking neighbor's. It's not my Jessie. Like, it's, I forgot my neighbor's, daughter's name is Jessie too, but it's spelled differently. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a fucking idiot. I feel like such an asshole. I opened their package up. Like, I opened it up, like, thinking it was mine. And so I had to go over and knock on their door. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I kind of opened your package. I'm like, nice cheese grater, though. I don't even know these neighbors. Like, I barely talk to them. So it was awkward, to say the least. But I was like, holy shit, that's the first time that's ever happened. That, like, it happens with my, for some reason, it happens with the post office all the time. They always give me my neighbor's mail all the time. And I have to go walk over and give her the mail. But never happened with Amazon before, ever, and that's why, because I always see like these videos or these posts about people that are like, oh, my package was delivered to the wrong place, and I'm like, I don't know, dude, Amazon's pretty good, but apparently they do make the mistakes. So anyway, lesson learned: I ordered my computer straight from Apple after Amazon refunded me. Yeah, I mean, you're not really, when it comes to Apple products especially, you're not saving money on to me, it's better to just buy Apple products from Apple. I'm talking like the laptops and the things, because you're not really, they never go on sale. You're never going to get a discount. Like, you might as well just pay and just get it straight from the manufacturer. But I'm glad you got your refund. As if Amazon monopoly is affected by tariffs. No, they're not affected by tariffs. We are. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying we are. They're not sending over the goods, is what I'm saying. China. They're not importing as much, right? Because you're not going to import as much if you're being fucking tariffed on things. On every fucking thing you export, sorry. My neighbor got my Jeep tires. I got her dildos. Oh, shit. I feel like an idiot getting my tires. Wait, how'd you get those two things confused? I mean, tires are pretty big. How big were those dildos? If it happens, at least you gave it to her. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't, I was just like, oh my God, I feel so weird right now. I opened her neighbor's package, and it was an entire case of Delta 8 9 and 10. Oh shit. No way. She's like 75. It's now. Wait a second. It's a felony to order it to your state. Now because I feel like they're like decriminalizing weed everywhere. And now they're making it. I mean, isn't Delta 8 essentially weed? They're making it illegal. That's crazy. Time for me to fly. Have a great day. See you later, pugs. There were 6 of them in that box. Damn, girl, she's fucking getting off. Maybe she's like a reseller. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, I gotta get this fucking creeper off my screen. I just had to show you guys. Really, I just wanted to play until the part where he's doing that, like, you know, creepy, like pointing his finger at her when he gets mad. You could only buy it in our ABC state stores. Oh, get out of here. Huh. I don't know if you could get it mailed here either, though. You know, there's a lot of, you know, if you go out to the reservation out there, there's a lot of, what was I going to say? Weed places now. It's like all weed. It's all weed. I'll have to replay later. Yeah, I haven't been live too long. An hour and 25. Huh. I mean, I'm all for the decriminalization of weed because I mean, to me, I'd rather have people smoking weed and then drinking. So that's why. To me, I feel like it's making it more accessible. I feel like we'll cut down on people doing a lot of other things that they could be doing. So, but that's crazy because I feel like a lot of states are really starting to like loosen up their you know, their laws when it comes to the weed. To the weed, man. To the weed. It's just weed. That's how I feel. It's just weed. I don't even smoke it, but I'm like, you know, I'm kind of like a proponent for it because I think it's the lesser of many evils, I guess, shall we say, right? I mean, I used to be a pretty heavy smoker, but not anymore. Dildo is this true story. A guy got a hold of his wife's sex toys and rammed it up himself. Ugh. He got stuck in his butt. Wait, what? And his balls included? Alright, man. That's fucking weird, dude. Ugh. Ugh. There's weed stores on every corner here, just like Starbucks. Yeah, some places are like that. Some places are just like that. When we go up into, like, Massachusetts, dude, there's weed stores everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Here, it's not like that. You have to go to, they're starting to open more, but you have to go to, the reservation, or there's like, I think they just opened recently, like the first legal, you know, dispensary. I don't know why they have to call it that, but that's what they call it on, you know, Long Island. There might be more in the city, but you know what I was surprised to see, though? They still sell Kratom here. I didn't know that because I thought that shit was getting, like, outlawed everywhere. But apparently they still sell it here. Big alcohol lobby is mad. Alcohol purchases are decreasing. And they're fighting marijuana. Fuck them, dude. Marijuana is 10 times safer than alcohol. Both, you know, look, people are going to fucking drive. Unfortunately. You're going to have people drinking and driving. You're going to have people smoking weed and driving. Me personally, I know that, you know, yes, both are going to affect your, you know, reaction speed and everything like that. But I feel like I personally feel like when you're high, you're like more cautious as to where when you're drinking and you're driving, you kind of become more ballsy and like less inhibited. Where weed, I feel like doesn't really lower your inhibitions. You know, you're not like, I feel like you actually get more like nervous and cautious in a sense. Not that I'm not advocating for either. You shouldn't do either, but I'm just saying, if I had to choose, I would definitely want more people that are smoking weed and driving rather than drinking and driving, because I feel like a lot of people make a lot of bad mistakes. And the thing is with weed is like, there's a ceiling effect. Once you hit the weed a couple of times, right, you reach a certain high and you can't really get more high. You know, you could fucking try, but you're really not gonna. Once you reach that initial high, you're really not going to get much more high than that. So that's why I never used to understand people that like would keep smoking and smoking, because I'm like, dude, like, you're just high. Like, it's like to me, it's like you're either not high or you're fucking high. That's it. There's no like, oh, I'm going to get more high, you know? Like with drinking though, there's no ceiling. You can keep drinking and you're going to get from, you know, buzzed to, you know, fucked up to drunk to shit-faced to blackout. You know, there's like a scale there. And people drive under all those conditions, right? With weed, it's different. I feel like you just hit the high and that's it. There's no more, you can't really get higher than high. Like, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? At least I never could. I used to smoke. I take like 2 hits and I'm like, I'm good. And then, taking like 4 more hits never changed my high after that. Once I'm high, I'm high. That's it. I don't know. I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but that's how in my experience, that's how it was. It was like I would hit it, get my high, and that's it. I'm like, all right, taking more hits isn't really gonna do anything at this point. I'm already fucking high. Oh yeah, you could totally get a DUI on weed. The thing is, it's a little harder to fucking prove that when somebody's high than it is, right there on the spot. They could prove that you're, you know, uh, drinking. Our state facility is moving forward with medical marijuana, but the actual products they're approving suck. Our state never does things the right way and is always decades behind. My state sucks too. So weed keeps you alert, on the watch out for cops. It's running the gauntlet on the roads. Is true. I mean, look, I'm not saying you should drive under either. I'm just saying that I'd rather have people high driving than fucking drunk driving on the road, because I know when you're drunk, dude, it's, bad decisions are fucking made like that. I can't go back in my life and be like, oh, I was high and made this horrible decision. Like, I don't think there was ever a time where I was high and I look back on my life and I'm like, oh my God, I was so stoned, I probably shouldn't have done that. Unless it was like, oh, maybe I ate something that I shouldn't have ate, like, because I had the munchies. But, like, no, like, bad decisions. Like, I have definitely, when I was young, I definitely made some bad decisions because I was drunk. I definitely made some bad decisions. I won't get into them, but I made some bad decisions when I was drunk. So, but, I mean, such is life, right? You can definitely tell when somebody's been smoking, they reek. I know some people, they like walk in the room and it's like you get punched in the face. Like, I'll be in the store and like these girls will walk by and I'll be like, oh my God, you just fucking smoked a blunt. Whew. I have 6 dispensaries and 6 Catholic churches in a 5-mile radius. Get out of here. I probably do too. Not dispensaries, but definitely Catholic churches. In England, they test you for weed immediately. It turns red and you're fucked. Get out of here. I didn't know that. Do you live in England, or are you just saying? I'm not as stoned as one may think. It's just my personality. Oh my God. I don't know. To me, like, weed's just like, it's just weed. It's just weed. I'm not saying it doesn't lead to other things, or it can't be misused or bad. But it's just, I always laugh when Laura acts like weed's the fucking devil. She's like, oh my God, you pothead stoners. I'm like, dude, she obviously never smoked it. Cause like, it's not that bad, Laura. It's fucking weed. Like, she's like, oh my God. Like, she thinks like it disables you or something. And I'm like, I don't know. She like equates weed to like heroin or something. And I'm like, dude, it's fucking weed. Like, you need to calm down. It's just weed. Like, it's just weed. It's not that bad, Laura. It's fucking weed. Oh my God. She gets like really fucking crazy about it. Really fucking crazy. So, yeah. Yeah. She's stuck in the 90s. Laura's like reefer madness over there. Like, she's like, yeah, it's the devil's lettuce. I'm like, Laura, it's fucking weed, dude. Like, she really thinks it's like the most horrible drug people could do. And I'm like, it's really not that fucking bad. I think she said she was allergic to it. That's her claim. And I'm like, I feel like people always say that when like they're like that's like an easy cop out, right? Like when you're young and you don't want to be like peer pressured into trying like cigarettes. You're like, oh, I'm allergic to them. I remember people used to say that and I'm like, really? Like, I don't know. Are you like, how did you find out that you were allergic to cigarettes or weed? I don't know. Is that real? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you go to a doctor and get tested and they were like, oh, you're allergic to cigarettes or weed? I never heard of such a thing. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a real thing. I never heard of it. I never knew that. But I'm like, how did Laura find out that she was allergic to weed? Like, did she go get tested somewhere? I don't get it. Like, I want to know. How do you know you're allergic to weed? I don't buy. Oh, get out of here. Grateful Dead, Bobby Weir died 1/10/2026. Wow. I didn't even know people that were in the Grateful Dead were still around. I remember when Jerry Garcia died. My brother was a huge Deadhead. What do you call it? Yes, MMA was true on-site drug test. Huh. I never knew that. Yeah. were allergic to weed. I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I think it's a very low chance of people being actually allergic to it. I went to a wake recently where older men age 65 smell like skunk when they hugged me. Dude, I'm telling you, I smell it all the time. I think my neighbor, who's like in her fucking 90s, I think 80s, I think she's smoking it because sometimes I'll be sitting on my porch and I'll just get like punched in the face with weed smell. And I'm like, what the fuck? And we don't have skunks here, so you can't say it's a skunk or anything. But you'll just get like smacked in the face with the weed smell. And I'm like, it's like either it carries from far away because I know the neighbors that smoke it. But I'm like, dude, there's no way it came from this guy's house, dude, like all the way down here. And is this strong still? This has to be coming from right next door. And I don't know. I think she's out there smoking fucking blunts, the old lady next to me. They say it helps with your fucking pain and shit. I never, found it. I don't know. But then again, I guess I never had pain like that. But I mean, I don't know. It just gives me anxiety. It smells like somebody's smoking cabbage. Yeah, I don't know. She still says shooting up about all drugs. I don't think she knows about fent and all the more. No, Laura doesn't know shit, dude. She's like, she calls it dope. Yeah, man, shoot dope. I'm like, all right, Laura, dope. Nobody calls it dope, girl. Nobody calls it that anymore. Yeah, she's not too hip on that shit. Not too hip on it. Go smoke some fent. Can you even smoke fentanyl? Is that like a thing? I don't even know. Is that actually a thing? She's stuck in the Miami Vice days. Yeah, that's exactly what she is. When she was wearing that fucking white jacket in the car, that shit was weird, dude. The white jacket. What was that car live about? I don't even remember. She's sitting in the car with the white jacket on. She's all dressed up. Nowhere to go, Going to TJ Maxx. Fucking weird. Fucking weird. She's always going through a crisis. I don't know if you guys, ever notice this, but she's always like, I was in a funk. I'm in a funk. She's always in a funk all the time. Or I don't know. I'm just, depressed. I'm like, all right, dude, why are you always depressed? But she was always like that, because even when we were friends, she would, always say that. And I'm like, girl, go see a psychiatrist or something. I get it. Everybody has their ups and downs. Sometimes you get blue. I feel like she does that to, sad fish a little, so people, give her money, oh, I'm just feeling down. Because I'm like, dude, really? Are you really going through these, ups and downs this much? Because if you are, maybe you need to be medicated. Because that's kind of it's normal to have ups and downs, highs and lows. I get into little funks every once in a while, but not not with the frequency I feel like she has them. And I'm like, I don't know, are you sad fishing? Is this you coming on here and sad fishing? The DEA still does routine helicopter rides over large wooded properties. Oh, get out of here. I just waved with the finger. Did Bad Wolf leave her channel? That I don't know. I can't watch her thing. I ordered some beads MM. I'm gonna try making jewelry again. I made a pair of earrings yesterday. I haven't fucked around with seed beads, those little tiny ones, since I was a little girl. My mom got me into all this shit, right? When I was a kid. And I saw this picture on Pinterest of these earrings, and I'm like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. I don't know why I never thought to combine them. I still always, I don't care if it's in or out. I love the look of that kind of Native American, the patterns and stuff. I'll always love the way that looks. I don't know. I just love the colorful patterns, right? So I was just fucking around with them. Well, somebody's not a big fan of my earrings. Girl, I don't care if you like the shit I make or you don't. I don't care. I don't know what you don't get about this. Don't buy them. I got a full critique on them today. I'm like, first of all, they're fucking, was me just experimenting. But apparently, you know, it pisses people off. Hold on, I'll read it to you guys because it's kind of funny. This girl's fucking insane. I'm like, aren't you on vacation? I don't know if you guys saw my video the other day, but like this girl says she's on the beach, right? And like she goes like, you know, weeks and she won't post anything to me. And then all of a sudden you're on vacation this week, you know, supposedly with your family on the beach, right? And you've spent almost every day of your vacation worrying about what I'm doing. I mean, that's pretty fucking weird. She writes bipolar Leona. She can't even come up with her own name, right? Going from raging rants to trying to hook her graham cracker Navajo earrings and if you hate Valentine's Day merch. I'm like, what? Like, I didn't even know what the fuck that meant, right? When I read this shit, because I'm like, what? If you hate Valentine's Day merch? Like, she's so jealous that, like, I don't know, I could make shit, I guess. I think my fucking earrings are awesome. Sorry. Anyway, don't go wearing those monstrous graham crackers. They do kind of look like graham crackers now that you say it. I'm not gonna lie, but I still like them. I still think they look cool. Anyway, when getting your cartons of cigs, she thinks like, ooh, oh my god, I smoke. Like, I don't know, somehow that's like an insult to her. Like, she thinks it's like, ooh, I'm so insulted that you point out that I smoke all the time. Meanwhile, you were a smoker yourself. But wait, hold on, we'll get into that in a second. They're gonna ban you from the Indian res for life. Laughing my fucking ass off. Dude, nothing you said was funny at all. Like, not even close, right? Looking like they weigh 100 pounds each. Girl, first of all, the clay that I use to make the graham cracker, okay, is, I mean, it's polymer clay, so it's like plastic. It's like basically plastic once it's, you know, baked. So that they weigh less than 5 grams, dude. And seed beads, you know, they're called seed beads because they're fucking so tiny that they're the size of a seed. So yeah, they weigh 100 pounds each, girl. 100 pounds each. So she shares that. Then she like zooms into like my other earrings that I made, the little studs with the, you know, whatever, the heart cookie things. Okay. Then this is where I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this is weird. This is where this girl does this shit. And I'm like, I don't think she realizes how fucking weird this is when she does this. She posts like a screenshot of my a live I did God knows how many fucking years ago. Hold on, I think it's 5 years ago because I see a little 5 there because she must be blind. Girl, get yourself some fucking glasses. Whenever she takes screenshots, the font on her phone like literally could fit like 3 words across her phone. It's so big. I'm like, why don't you get glasses and like fucking instead of having your font that big? Looks like a kindergartner's fucking looking at that shit. Hold on, I gotta let the dog in real quick. Hold on. Oh my god, it smells so good in here. Come on, Oovie. Come on, Oovie. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. She must have like remembered, which I also think is really fucking weird, that like 5 years ago, I made a live that said, if you hate Valentine's Day. So apparently, that means that I can't make Valentine's Day merch because 5 years ago, I titled my live, if you hate Valentine's Day. Like, so that means I'm I guess a hypocrite because I made, heart-shaped cookie earrings. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? What the fuck is wrong with this girl? Dude, seriously. The sugar cookie's fucking awesome, bro. I don't fucking care what she says. I made the little studs. I had to make them a little different. She like zoomed all the way in on them. And I'm like, okay. And they're like so tiny, dude. They're like fucking, I'm going to say about a ½ inch. Less than a ½ inch big. Let me see you do better, girl. Let me see you do something. Let me see you do something talented. Because we could go look at your photography. Okay, which fucking is horrible. And I'm not just saying that because I don't like the girl. Because I would be able to like admit if she had like any type of skill. But I could go on her Facebook page, look at her fucking photography, and it's fucking terrible, dude. It's awful. It's absolutely fucking awful. It looks like there's nothing she's doing with her camera that I feel like you couldn't do from your cell phone. No composition, no depth, no lighting. She takes pictures with people's like fucking houses and gutters in the background, you know, and I'm like, girl, you're not good at this. Like, you're just not. And I know if you were successful and you were actually getting somewhere with it, you would be fucking like, you wouldn't be on Facebook every day begging for people to fucking like hire you, you know? Like, you would have like a clientele list, like word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to be constantly marketing your fucking self, writing these big, long, fucking weird posts every day like you do, you know, about how like, oh, I'm inspirational. I'm going to start, you know, being more present in the time, like weird shit. You know what I'm saying? But let me see you do something, anything, you know, that shows your talents, Karma. Fucking douche. Emily, sorry. Halifax. What's the matter? Hold on, I gotta let the dog back out. Like, you know, you could talk a lot of shit about, you know, say whatever the fuck you want when you're, you know, hiding behind a fucking account where you don't, like, share yourself or your fucking talents, right? I mean, you share literal catfish pictures of yourself. I'll get another post later. Oh, Leona. She can't even come up with her own fucking name. You're stealing shit from Molly Golightly, bro. Like, literally. That's what you're doing. But anyway, yeah. I'm like, girl, you have no talent. See, like, I rip on Laura's shit, but I show what I could do at the same time. I don't care what you think, because I know my shit looks good, dude. Like, your opinion doesn't fucking change that. It's not going to change that. I know what my shit looks like. I know the feedback that I get from people. I've never gotten one complaint about anything I've ever fucking made or sent to somebody. Ever. Ever. I've never gotten a fucking complaint. Once. I've never gotten any negative feedback. No, this is some fucking random girl who used to come in my chats and participate, although she acts like she didn't. I never really liked her, I gotta be honest. Somebody said it great the other day, like, she just, like, used to come in, and you could just tell she's one of those fucking people in life that's, like, a know-it-all type. Like, she knows best about every fucking situation there is. So she used to come and chat, and, like, I always thought she was a troll. I did, because I was like, I don't know, like, you know, there's certain ways people come in and they talk to you. Over the years of doing this, like, there's certain, you can just tell when somebody's, like, being pushy in a chat. I don't know how to explain it. But she used to, like, just irk me in the fucking chat, you know? Like, she used to come in and, you know, whatever. But I'm like, whatever, you know? Like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to fucking tell her to leave. She's just fucking a little annoying, you know? But I would tell other people. I'd be like, man, that motherfucker is annoying. She was. I never, like, there's not many people over the years that have made me feel that way. But she was definitely one of them. I'd be like, dude, this person just irks me. Like, you know? I don't know what it is. So anyway, she used to come in the chats and participate like a normal person, talk shit about Laura, talk shit about Molly Golightly, and others, right? But now she's like, oh my God, you talk so much shit. I see she wrote you another one on top of the earrings, dude. Holy shit. She's on vacation right now, supposedly at the beach, right? Well, anyway, she got like really fucking butthurt one day because I showed a screenshot of her friend, or, you know, they seem like the same person at this point in time. You know, I shared a screenshot of Fresh Start. She's like, well, what are you saving these for? And I'm like, well, what do you care? Like, what do you care if I'm saving screenshots on my phone? Like, does that affect your life in any way? I don't know. It's just weird. The way she was questioning me about my fucking screenshot that I saved on my fucking phone. Like, that doesn't affect her life. It was very strange. I don't see the purpose. Like, why are you arguing with me about this, dude? I don't understand. Dude, like, it was just weird. I'm like, why are you arguing with me about me saving a screenshot? Like, this doesn't affect your life in any way, right? So I just said to her that day, like, girl, like, what do you care? I don't understand. And, you know, she got all crazy in the chat. And I was like, you know, you're kind of like a troll. And dude, that was it. Then she started threatening to come to my fucking kids' games. Before she started threatening to come to my kids' games, she was like trying to make it like, you know, her and her husband are these big fucking hockey gurus up in Buffalo. You know, the fucking mecca of hockey. Pfft, no. Buffalo is not the mecca of hockey, girl. I don't know. She obviously, I could tell that she doesn't get out of her fucking little town too often. Her little fucking town. She's just one of those people. You can just tell. Like, she literally just thinks like everything in her town is it. Like, that's like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so she's like, oh, I wonder what, you know, the hockey people would think. The league, that's what she said. The league would think about, you know, your behavior. And I'm like, dude, like, are you seriously, you're that hurt over being called a troll that you're gonna, like, oh, talk shit about me in the hockey league? Like, and what do you think exactly is gonna come of that? Like, so stupid. Every hockey parent's crazy to begin with, so good luck with that. Let me know how that turns out, right? Then you know, when I laughed at her because I'm like, dude, you're fucking stupid. Like, seriously. Then she, you know, kept just increasingly getting mad, coming in here, leaving fucking, you know, threatening comments. Leanna's gonna meet me next time she comes to Buffalo. And I'm like, girl, nobody's fucking scared of you. Nobody's fucking, you know what Buffalo is the mecca of? Fucking buffalo wings. That's it. I don't think anything, I don't know. I don't even know if that's true, but maybe. But really, there's nothing up in Buffalo, dude. I mean, like, it's a beautiful little city, but there's nothing going on up there, dude. There's no people walking around. It's kind of like a ghost town, to be quite honest with you. She doesn't live right in Buffalo. She lives near Buffalo. But anyway, she's in, like, the suburbs of Buffalo, right? I had a friend turn on me on another platform. She got so nasty over political posts. She could say whatever about me. Yeah, when she went at my family, that was a done deal. Exactly, dude. I'm like, girl, like, I don't fucking care about you. So, whatever. Then she tried, I don't know. She started going on my Instagram and taking pictures of me and put on here. I got what was unflattering photos of me. I'm like, girl, I don't care. My Instagram is public. Like, I don't know. You know, if you don't like my pictures, I really don't care, dude. I think I look okay for my, you know, age, but if, you know, you have a different opinion, that's fine. I really don't fucking care, dude. Clearly. I come on here with no makeup, my hair a mess. I really don't fucking give a shit, dude. I just don't care. But anyway, so, yeah. So she tried, like, she ends up, like, fucking trying to brag about her life. She's just a phony. She's one of those people that, like, wants everybody to think her life is like 10 times better than it actually is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, you know, so every once in a while now she'll just, like, make these, like, random posts to me, and I'm like, girl, like, fucking just shut up. Like, I don't care what you think. I don't know. She seems to think I care what she thinks. So every once in a while I'll, like, give her a reaction because I'm like, you're such a fucking idiot. Like, you're so uneducated. It shows in your post, but you're just like a fucking clown, you know? So, and I told you guys, like, I do enjoy crazy people, and she's one of them. So I get to fucking, like, you're giving me content, dude, by fucking writing this stupid shit. But 99% of the time, I ignore her fucking posts because I'm just like, they're just, like, so corny and generic and, like, repetitive. It's the same things over and over and over again. She just keeps saying the same fucking things over and over again. And I'm like, all right, girl, you don't like my teeth. That's great. You don't like that I smoke cigarettes. Oh, by the way, you smoked cigarettes. She claimed, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find this. She claims that the cigarettes cured her sinus problems, quitting smoking. She's like, oh, no, I'm sorry. It cured my allergies. And I'm like, do you understand how fucking, hold on a second. I gotta read this. Karma. She's, like, really obsessed with the fact that I smoke. I don't know. She thinks that's, like, some kind of, like, oh my God, you hurt my feelings by saying I smoke cigarettes. I don't get it. The things that she tries to, like, I guess insult me with, I don't find insulting. I'm just like, oh, all right. Great. Oh, you're a fucking idiot. Hold on. So yeah, every time I post, like, anything I done, anytime I post anything I made or anything like that, she has, you know, she has a critique of it. It's not even, like, a good critique usually. Karma. Like, she thinks she's doing back to me what's done to Laura, but I'm like, yeah, it kind of doesn't work because, like, Laura's shit really looks like it was made by a fucking 5-year-old. Oh, here, this is her, okay? 'Cause she's so against smoking, but this is her in my chat back before she went nuts. It's crazy how much smoking takes over your life. I never realized how much time I had on my hands when I quit. So she used to smoke cigarettes, right? But now it's an insult. She used to sit in my chat also talk shit about Laura, but now it's an insult. She used to sit in my chat and talk shit about Molly Golightly. Still talks about Molly Golightly on her own page, but now it's an insult, right? Girl, stop. This is the part that I think is so funny. Plus, when my, I'm sorry, this is so fucking dumb. LOL. Plus, my sinuses went back to normal and no longer needed allergy meds daily. And I'm like, what? Girl, quitting smoking and allergies have nothing to do with one another. How would you, if you're allergic, like I'm allergic to dust, and all this other shit, right? Pollen. That's not gonna change if I quit smoking. My body is still gonna produce histamine when I come into contact with those fucking substances or whatever the fuck you want to call them, the irritants, right? It's not gonna change if I quit smoking or don't quit smoking. That's not how allergies work. Maybe you didn't need allergy medicine in the first place, but yeah, your allergies shouldn't have anything to do with you smoking, because that's just not how biology works, girl. That's not how your body is not going to stop giving off a biological response to something that it thinks is a foreign invader and it should be attacking because you quit smoking, dude. It's still going to produce histamine and it's still going to you're still going to be allergic to it. You don't just quit smoking and, oh my God, I'm not allergic to peanuts anymore. What do you know? I don't need my EpiPen. That's not how it fucking works, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? But that's the type of person I'm fucking dealing with here. That's the fucking person I'm dealing with here. She thinks that quitting smoking is going to cured her fucking allergies. Like, yeah, maybe your sinuses got better and weren't, like, as inflamed, okay? Because smoke is an irritant, but it's not going to cure your allergies to the point where you're like, oh, I don't need my allergy medicine anymore. Maybe you didn't need the allergy medicine in the first place, girl. Maybe you were taking it for the wrong reasons. But, like, when you're actually allergic to something, like, I was allergic to things my whole life. When I was a kid, I went and got tested for all different things that I was allergic to, right? Dust mites, dust, bird feathers. I don't know. The bird feathers never really seemed to bother me, but I had a reaction to it. Grass pollen, right? I didn't smoke back then, and I was still allergic to those things, you know? So, what are you talking about, dude? Like, quitting smoking is not going to fucking change that. It's not going to change whether you're allergic to something or not. Yes, that is the one that looks like a Manson groupie. Yes. Yes. Which one, Mama Bear? Because I have two. We have Burgundy and we have Karma. Damina. That's the word she uses. I'm like, does anybody ever hear this word before? Look, I'm going to type it in here and you tell me if you know what the fuck this is. I don't know if she's like trying to be like Italian and like, hey, you a Damina. I don't know what the fuck this means. Tell me if you've seen this word before. Dumbina. I'm like, I don't, like, what is that? Did you make that up? Like, or is that like something you and your friends, like, you know how, like, I don't know, when me and my friends were younger, we'd make up like words and like it was like an inside joke between like us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Mama Bear. That's a tough fucking call right there. They're both pretty fucking stupid. It's a rough call. Yeah. But I'm like, I don't know, is this some type of word that you made up with like your girlfriends when you were young and like, you know, the rest of the world isn't in on it? Because I don't know what a fucking demeanor is. Demeanor? Like, what is that? I don't get it. That's what her mother calls her. Ooh, oh. Well, she don't talk to her mom, so her mom, you know, she wouldn't. Her mom's probably not calling her anything. She doesn't have a relationship with her. But yeah, she's pretty fucking stupid. I'm just like, girl, like, I just don't care what you think, man. She's trying to be creative with words. Epic fail. Yeah. She only knows, like, she's got a very, I've noticed that though, like her, Burgundy, very limited vocabularies. Very, very limited vocabularies. Like, instead of just saying, like, you're stupid, she tries to sound like she's smarter. So she'll be like, you're less than smart. I'm like, what? Like, who says less than smart? I've never heard that before. It's so stupid. Maybe it's Buffalo speak that I don't know about. Fucking Buffalo Bill over there. Yeah, she's just fucking stupid. The girl's a fucking idiot. And she'll probably make like 25 posts and tag him and, you know, tag me on him. And you know what's funny is it's like, She gets mad. I'm like, dude, when you tag somebody, tell me if I'm wrong here. But this is how I always understood tags, right? When you tag somebody, that means that you want their attention, right? Like you want to communicate with them. You want them to know that you want them to see what you're writing, okay? And therefore you would like some type of acknowledgement from them of what you wrote. So when you tag me, right? Because I don't talk about you, I don't think about you. I'll come on here, I'll go live, or I'll post something, and then you tag me. Don't cry when I fucking come back at you, dude. Like, that's not how this works. Like, you asked for my attention, and I gave it to you, right? That's when you tag me, you're asking me for attention. I mean, you can write about me all fucking day you want to. Don't tag me then if you don't want a response from me. Just go write your posts. I don't fucking care. I won't even see them, but, like, you obviously want me to see it, and you want some type of response or reaction from me. I mostly ignore you, but I do give you a reaction every once in a while, especially when it's like something really fucking stupid. I know, right? I'm glad they found each other too. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because fucking previously, Burgundy needs somebody else to go fucking shopping at Zara with. Camo Queenie left her fucking high and dry. So now she's got Emily to fucking replace her. They could go get matching Zara tops together and go shopping. But yeah. I'm like, these two are two fucking peas in a pot. Well, I think what it is that Karma just copies everything that Burgundy says. And I'm like, dude, you're a flying monkey for a faceless fucking idiot on the fucking internet, basically. Like, you just repeat everything that this other person says. You can't even come up with your own shit, dude. BB has already commented on Karma's last post. Let's see. I'm sure she tagged me in it too. I'm like, oh my god, dude. Go enjoy your fucking vacation with your family. Please. Do us all a favor. Imagine making fun of Laura for making food wax melts for years just to turn around and make food hanging out of one's ears. She's so jealous. I guess she thinks it's prime time to promote. What a loser. Here's the difference, dude. Okay? Making earrings that somebody could wear, they could wear them for fucking years, right? First of all, Laura's food wax melts looked like fucking abominations, dude. They didn't even look like anything that any type of fucking food that anybody would fucking eat. Ever, right? Like, would you put a blue fucking waffle in your mouth? Because I wouldn't. Hold on a second. Let me show you the difference here. Okay? Let me show you the difference here. Okay? Laura's putting all this effort into making these stupid food wax melts, and literally people are just going to melt them. Like, they're not going anywhere. But, like, I don't understand what earrings have to do with fucking food wax melts, dude. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Laura's food candles didn't look like food. That's the whole point that everybody laughed at them, because, like, they kind of looked like food, but, like, she was so off on it, didn't even get close to anything looking like what it's supposed to look like. The whole point of making something that's supposed to look like a food is to make it actually look like the food. Laura's shit looked inedible. The colors were off. The fucking everything. That's what we were criticizing. Not the fact that she was making the food shit, because, like, if she did it good, great. But that's not the case. She never executed it properly. That's the problem. That's what we were laughing at. Not the fact that she's making the food wax melts and shit, but the fact that she doesn't execute it the right way. Never fucking looks good. Never looks right. I mean, everybody here could tell that this is supposed to be a fucking cookie. No? Hold on. Because it actually looks like a fucking cookie. That's the difference, dude. Oop, wrong one. Hold on. Alright. Ready? Tell me if I'm wrong here. This actually looks like a fucking cookie. Like something edible. But here's the thing. I put the effort in, and you get to keep these forever. Forever. You know? You're not going to put all this work in, and then, oh, somebody's just going to melt it. I don't even know if Laura made the food wax melts because she couldn't figure out how to make them into candles, right? So she made them into wax melts. Like, So yeah, Karma's very upset about these. She like zoomed into them. I'm like, girl, they're made a little differently than these, because this one I used 2 cutters, right? And I cut out pink clay, and then I cut out like a tan, and then I had to color it and, you know, texturize it, and I had to make the sprinkles myself. Those are made out of clay. Everything's made out of clay. The second ones, they're so tiny, so I had to have 2 different heart shapes, a big one and a little one, right? This one's so tiny that what do you call it? I couldn't really, you know, cut it out that good. I didn't have a smaller cutout. So this is actually like a liquid clay that the things are in. But she's like zooming into them. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, okay, you zoomed into it. Great. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. I mean, nobody's going to be looking at the earrings on 10 times zoom. So yeah. But anyway, she's just jealous because she seriously lacks, you know, completely fucking lacks talent in every fucking facet of her life. She's a like real soccer mom looking basic bitch. The most, like, when you think soccer mom in your fucking head, that's Karma. I mean, she is the epitome of soccer mom. She wears the fucking, you know, green cargo pants with the, you know, red fucking frumpy looking t-shirt, and you know, with the sandals, with the mandals. But the whole thing is, when we used to laugh at Laura's food wax melts, it's because they were never executed properly, dude. Like, that shit looks like a fucking cookie to me. Okay? Anyway, what'd she say here? Food hanging out one's ears. She's so jealous. I guess she thinks it's prime time. Oh, I read that already. Let's see what Karma replies to her. I better not say something similar in the English language, or Scooby-Dooby brain. Like, this is what I'm dealing with. Scooby-Dooby? Who the fuck is Scooby-Dooby, girl? It's Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby. Scooby-Dooby brain. We'll become overly paranoid again and think we're the same person. Let's put it this way. She's not driving Nabisco out of business anytime soon. What? Dude, what kind of insult is that? God, can I just please get fucking witty trolls to come after me? Just once. Just once. Give me something to work with here, dude. Why would I be even... How would I put Nabisco out of fucking business with earrings, dude? Make that one make sense. What? That doesn't even make sense. That's so stupid. Oh my God, these girls are so corny, bro. They're so corny. Ugh, I'm embarrassed for them. Like, it's not even like... It's just so stupid. So fucking stupid. What do you think of my jewelry, MM? The ones I think turn out okay. What do you mean? I haven't seen any. I always comment on your posts when I see, but which jewelry? Did you make anything recently? I'll check it out. When I get off of here, I'll check it out. Everything you make always looks good. So I've never seen anything that you've made that's come from you that doesn't, you know, look good. So here's Burgundy's response. You could go to the next comment section, and there's always 100 comments of whatever, one of a kind, never before used words she's trying to convince people we're secretly using now. What? Does anybody understand that? This person writes the worst, like, my brain cannot process because they don't use, like, punctuation, and, like, they always start their sentence off in one place and then like end up in like fucking Guam. I'm like, what? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Hold on. You could go to the next comment section, and there's always 100 comments of whatever, one of a kind, and she put that in quotes for some reason. Never before used words she's trying to convince people we're secretly using now. Dude, that is a run-on sentence. I don't understand the point of it. It doesn't make any sense. All right. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck you mean. Her narcissistic rage. Dude, seriously, have anybody in here ever seen me, like, really raging? Like, I don't think this asshole knows what rage is. I'm pretty much always laughing, but all right. Her narcissistic rage is screaming. Ah! Like, what? She has no control over this situation, and the CPS pity party is over. Oh, my God. Oh no, I have no control. Actually, I do have control because I could take both you motherfuckers out like that. Both of you fucking assholes have my shit on your channel with no fucking, that's a funny thing. You don't realize, Burgundy, is I have absolute motherfucking control over both of your asses right now. Because I could take your fucking channel down 10 times, okay? And I could take Karma's channel down because she's been clipping my shit too. And I'll take both you motherfuckers out, okay? So you don't think I have control over the fucking thing? Sure, you'll probably come back like the little fucking hemorrhoid that you are. But, or herpy, should I say. Probably a better comparison. But, yeah. I have absolute control over this situation. I don't think you realize how much fucking control I have. Anyway, trying to take credit for favors no one asked her for. What? What favors? What are you talking about? And announcing she's a human being is a really good look for her. They're like really bothered by this. I don't know. They keep saying this. I'm like, when did I announce that I was a human being? I thought that kind of fucking goes without saying. Oh, maybe they mean the other day when I called them out. Because they're disgusting, trolling. They're trolling me. I know it's them. Okay, they created this account called the One-Eyed Monster. It's either one of these two people. Let's just be honest, okay? Because there's nobody else out there besides Corey. Corey's pretty obvious, so I'm gonna count her out. There's nobody else out there that's like this concerned with me and the fact that I make peace with somebody or don't make peace with somebody. This motherfucker's been like raging about me making peace with somebody for like months now, right? I put prayer hands in my fucking community post like I don't know, almost a year ago, and they've been raging about it ever since. They're really, really bothered by this, that I just like made peace with somebody and moved past things, and that's it. They're very bothered by it, okay? So who do you think would follow me, right, to a post about that person? I'm sorry. First they started trolling me on this account, One-Eyed Monster, on my page. Like, I have the screenshots of them on my page, and I'm like, oh, what's up, account 43, made 43 minutes ago? And I know it's them. It's the same MO. It's the same shit that they say all the time, right? Then they changed the name one time and they're doxing people from my husband's old hockey team. These two fucking weirdos are obsessed with my fucking husband's old hockey team that he hasn't played on since like COVID. I don't know. So they put like these two random names in the fucking title, like, ooh, I'm so scared you found a Facebook page. Oh my God. Right? Then they fucking change it back to One-Eyed Monster. Then they start, you ready? They start fucking trolling Alicia, right? And then one day Tiffany comes in my chat. And guess what? Now they're trolling. Then they start trolling her. And I won't even repeat what they said about her. I don't even want to discuss her right now. Right? So then I called them out. Right? Oh, I'm sorry. So then obviously, I offered her my condolences on Benny Key's post. Well, wouldn't you know, all of a sudden, the same account, they changed the name of it now. Now it's called, I keep wanting to say Palms, but it's not. It's, oh my God. I don't go to church. What do you call that? Oh my God, when they have the numbers, I'm having a total brain fart right now. Like 919 or something, like Luke 919. What the fuck? Proverb. Sorry, I couldn't think of the fucking word. So like they changed it to Proverb 19:9. You ready? You want to see what Proverb 19:9 is? I think that's what it is. Or 919. I think it's 9. It's false witness. That's what their tagline is. Ready? Proverb. And I'm like, dude, like, it's so fucking obviously you. You trolled me, you trolled Alicia, right? With the same account. And then you went and trolled somebody else with the same account, okay? Because they talked to me. You are literally the only person that is this obsessed with me. That would even fucking do that. And Alicia. They probably want us to blame Laura, but I'm not gonna blame Laura because it's not Laura. Ready? Oh, okay. Proverbs 19:9 is a biblical verse that warns about consequences of dishonesty. They're always saying I'm a liar, stating that a false witness will not escape punishment. They're always threatening me, right? So like this lines up with exactly what the fuck they say. And their whole MO on here, right? That they're going to like punish me. And they just said like a week ago that I'm going to get back everything I did to people. And this lines up perfectly with their whole MO, right? Their whole narrative. A false witness will not escape punishment, and one who speaks lies will perish. Ooh, are you going to kill me? Emphasizing that deception brings severe negative outcomes both in this life and the next, encouraging truthfulness and integrity. So it's like, dude, come on. I know it's you, you fucking idiot. You dumb fuck. So, yeah. where was I going with this whole thing? Oh, so I accused them of being this troll account because it's pretty fucking obvious. They come over and they just like write this like stupid cryptic shit. TikTok boom. Mic drop. I'm like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed for you, dude. I'm embarrassed for you. They're bothered that I like that, like I think they're bothered that like they can't get to me, bro. Like, you know, as much as they try, all the shit they talk about me, my mom, my, you know, family situation and all the other shit, I'm just like, I just laugh at it because I'm like, dude, you weren't here when this shit happened. When I went through all this shit, you weren't here, dude. Oh my God. You know, I'm like, whatever. I don't fucking care what you think, dude. I just don't. I do, like, just so I can laugh at you, but I don't care to the point where, like, you know, you've been threatening to drop shit on me for, like, 2 fucking years now. Do you really think I still believe? Well, not that I ever did, but I'm just saying. Like, I don't care, dude. Drop what you gotta drop on me. I really don't fucking care. As you can see, I'm not really that fucking concerned with YouTube. If I was, I think I'd be live more often. Just saying. You know, maybe I'd fucking put a little more effort into this fucking channel. So I put the bare minimum in. I know, you know, I mean, I'm not that fucking concerned. They're like, they're acting like they're gonna destroy me on here. I'm like, dude, I got 55 people in my chat right now. What are you gonna destroy, bro? Like, there's nothing to destroy. Oh my God, nothing to destroy. So there's nothing here. Like, I don't have anything. So what are you gonna take away from me, dude? Oh no, there's nothing here. I don't care, dude. I don't care. They're still living in like 2019, you know, where like the drama community was a thing. I'm like, dude, there's no fucking drama community anymore. So like, I don't know what the fuck you think you're gonna do to me. Like, they think they're gonna like turn everybody on me or something, and I'm like, you know what? You know what? Let's just say that did happen, right? And they put all this proof out about what a fucking horrible person I was. You know what I would do? Bye bye. Bye bye, YouTube. Like, I don't need this shit, dude. Oh my God. I don't need it. I'd be like, bye. But there's nothing to put out, so I don't even fucking care, dude. Like, you're not scaring me. I don't fucking care, dude. There's nothing you can fucking do to me. Absolutely fucking nothing that you could do. You've tried doing it all, and it hasn't worked, clearly, over the last 2 years. I mean, they just wrote the other day under my page, oh, I don't care if it takes 3 years. Like, dude, really? You should. Because you're wasting a third year of your fucking life. A third fucking year of your life on this shit. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, they wrote this under my video here. Let's see. I'm like, dude, why don't you just come in and take a fucking link on my channel and tell me about myself? Tell everybody about myself. Since you know me better than I know myself, why don't you fucking come over here, right? Why don't you come over here? Post proof that I trolled the person. Only you would make a video out of a tiny community post and play victim. Oh my God, bro. Where is she tagged? You were the only one bringing it to her. And I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I don't care if it takes 3 years for people to realize how dirty you are. It'll be worth it. I'm like, wow, dude. You seriously need to get a fucking life, man. You really do have to get a fucking life. Then they say, there's already blah, 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 red flags. I'm like, oh my God, bro, with the red flags. Every time you play dumb, I know you know it's the truth. Like, okay, dude, whatever you say. Whatever you say. Are you behind the Black Dahlia account too? Now, I was like so confused why the fuck they wrote this the other day. I'm like, what? I'm like, why would they be asking me if I'm behind the Black Dahlia account? Like, where did that come from? I haven't seen that fucking asshole around in a long time. And then I found out that Black Dahlia went into Alicia's chat the other night. So I don't know why. Somehow they think that's me. I don't know why. I'm like, dude, that person's been trolling me since I literally made my first video about Molly Golightly. If it's all the same person, because they've had like a million different fucking accounts at this point in time, but like, would you like to see all the screenshots of this idiot trolling me? Like, yeah, it's me, dude. It's totally me. Like, does that even make sense in your head? I don't know. I can't even make sense of that. If everyone is jealous, why are you always doing crazy shit like this for attention at a time like this when she's your friend? I don't even know who or what the fuck you're talking about. She could not have watched your live. You don't know if I talked to her under my real account. You're fucking nuts. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? What do you mean she could not have watched your live? Who are you talking about? You're fucking nuts. I do know how people really feel about you. Oh my God, I'm so paranoid. You know. Like, do you really think I'm buying into this stupid shit? What the fuck? Dude, they've been trying this for 3 years. They're going on 3 years now. The same shit. And I'm like, oh yeah, tell me more about that. It's you. No, I'm sorry. I do know how people really feel about you, and she's had many friends since you. It's you that can't move on or keep them. Ooh, sick burn. I'm like, all right, dude. Did you feel better now that you got that out? Do you feel better? And then, of course, I answered them, and they don't come back. I don't even know what the fuck I wrote. What did I write to them? Let's see. I said, triggered this morning as per usual. Go read the post. Her name is tagged in it. You trolled her just like you trolled me, then trolled Alicia, then trolled her after she came into my chat. You don't talk to anyone under your real account. Shut up and go to sleep already. No one cares. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, they're supposedly now they have, your real account. So now you're just basically admitting to us that you're a pussy. Right? That you hide under this fake account. Why don't you just come talk shit to me under your quote real account, right? Girl, stop. Just stop. You're fucking pathetic. But anyway, yeah, that's what I deal with. But I honestly, like, they don't realize that they're just fucking entertaining me, because I honestly just fucking laugh at it every fucking time they write something. It's probably the most entertaining shit I've ever read about myself in my life. You don't have control. I actually do, dude. I mean, I could if I wanted to. But I'd rather keep you here to let you make a fucking fool out of yourself than, like, waste my time striking your fucking channels. And knowing these two psychos, one of them likes to make fucking phone calls and hang up on people from blocked numbers. So, yeah, no thanks. And the other one likes to mail shit to people's houses. So, So, whatever. You want to talk about me on YouTube? That's great. Just, like, don't call me and don't fucking mail shit to my house. You could talk about me all day on YouTube. I don't fucking care. I'll laugh at you. I might clown you back. But, stop mailing shit and fucking trying to call my fucking, phone from a blocked fucking number. Because that shit's weird. That's creepy stalker shit. Like, that's over the top kind of behavior. But do you, boo-boo. Do you. Anyway, all right. I got to eat something. I'm fucking out of here. Fuck these stupid idiots. I don't even know why I wasted, like, the last 10 minutes talking about them, or 20 minutes, or whatever it was. But, you're welcome, KB Bells. KB Bells, did I email you the other day? I don't know. I'll check to see, but I think I checked, I'm glad to see you in here. Very happy to see you in here. I think I did. I think I emailed you just to, check in and just see if you're doing okay. So I'm very happy to see you here. These are grown-ass women, can't take a link. No, they can't. Nope, no links. But anyway, all right, I'm going to go eat something. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely look out for your email. I hope everybody has a great day. Mercedes girl. What is your name? Redonculus? Redonculus? Oh, Redonculus. Oh my God, that's so cute. All right, don't tell me you're mailing me stuff and never do, because you believe phone my mailbox to bother. Wait, who said they were mailing you? I didn't. Did I say that? Well, who are you talking about, dolls? All right. Anyway, I'm going to go. Dolls, I'll go check out your stuff. I don't know who you're talking about, though. Who said they were mailing you stuff? But anyway, did somebody in here say they were mailing you stuff? Chat or others chats. Well, that's not cool. I'm sorry to hear that. All right. I'm out. Everybody have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.